Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Saturday, April 19th, 2025, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ ORIONNWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Seattle Mariners versus the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch is going to be here in roughly 7 minutes. So let's cue up the music, take a look at the thumb, and let's get into these starting lineups. Happy Saturday, everyone. And I'm also watching NXT Stand and Deliver, and this is going to be stream 1 of 2. We are going to be doing WrestleMania 41 here in a few hours right after this stream. Let's get it, baby. It's going to be a long day, but I think it's going to be well worth it. And on the thumb, on the left, our ace, the best pitcher in a Seattle Mariner uniform, no doubt. It's Walter, a.k.a. Logan Gilbert. And on the right, one of the studs for the Blue Jays, shortstop, Bo Bichette. Now let's get into the starting lineups here for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners in right field, Miles Mastrobuoni. Batting second, DHing for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. Batting third, catching today for Seattle, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Batting fifth, playing center field, Luke Raley. Batting sixth, playing first base, hit a homer last night. We're going to need another one, Rowdy Tellez. Batting seventh, playing second base, it's Demo Dylan Moore. Batting eighth, playing third base for the Mariners, Ben Williamson. And batting ninth, playing shortstop for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. And on the mound, our ace, 1-1 record with a 2.38 ERA. It's Walter, a.k.a. Logan Gilbert. We're going to need a solid 6 innings to try to compete here today, as Julio has the day off. Now let's get into the starting lineup here for the home Toronto Blue Jays. Leading off for the Blue Jays at shortstop, Bo Bichette. Batting second, playing first base for the Blue Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Batting third, playing right field today for Toronto, Anthony Santander. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Batting fifth, DHing today for Toronto, George Springer. And he has been hot as of late. Everyone has noticed. Batting sixth, catching today for the Blue Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Batting seventh, playing left field, Alan Rodin. Batting eighth, playing third base for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. And batting ninth, playing center field, Miles Straw. And on the mound for the Blue Jays with a 1-1 record, a ERA of 5.16, Jose Berrios. Let's go Mariners. Definitely a little bit of an embarrassing, game. We got picked off 4 times on the bases. Some, trying to stretch a single to a double. Cal Raleigh got thrown out. You had Randy in no man's land in between third and home. And then you had that embarrassing Rowdy Tellez trying to tag up from second to third. There's no way you're going to make it being that big, typically playing first base or DH and being that slow. That was a hell of a throw for the Blue Jays. Got a hell of a team. And then obviously the one that we kind of felt that we should have had is maybe Julio stealing second, the very last one. But again, when you end up having a low-scoring affair and each team isn't really raking with a bunch of home runs, the Mariners aren't really built, for 1-0 wins or 2-1 or 3-2 wins or even 3-1 like the Blue Jays yesterday. The magic number has to be 4 runs, 7 to 10 hits, and if we hit that number, we should be able to compete, especially with Logan Gilbert on the mound. But if we end up getting 1 to 3 runs, like yesterday, more than likely we're going to drop the game. Tomorrow is Easter. We know Castillo will be on the mound. He's not as good as Wu or Gilbert. But again, we have to try to find a way to be a little bit more competitive. And again, we have to have more oomph in the lineup. If Rowdy Tellez is one of your best players in the lineup, you're probably going to lose. And that's exactly what happened. Now, we appreciate that he got a home run and, started off the season very, very slow with a .050 batting average. Now he's batting just above, 100, barely. But again, I guess it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But we're going to need some extra production in the lineup. Glad that Demo is in the lineup here today. And the first game all season without Julio Rodriguez. But if we're really being honest, Julio really hasn't been doing a whole lot. He's batting under 200. His defense in the no-fly zone is great. Normally, he steals bags pretty easily. But again, the patience in the box has not been there. And it has been a little bit of a liability, in the box. He's got a few more homers. And obviously, he's got off to a better home run pace, than last year. But again, as far as everyday player and getting singles, doubles, triples, and being patient in the box, we want to be able to understand that, hey, you don't need to go for a moonshot every single game. And even though that Julio's not playing, I still like our chances with Logan on the mound. Let's go. Cole in the building, what's good? And we'll be shooting for 20 likes, obviously, within the first hour. 30 to 50 if we hit the algorithm, and obviously 100 in the donos on every single stream. And then this will be stream 1 of stream 2. Again, after this is over, roughly around 2:30, 2:45 Pacific, I'm going to take Paisley on a long walk, get settled in, and get maybe about 30 minutes of rest. And then we're going to be doing WrestleMania 41 Day 1. That starts at 4 p.m. Pacific. So it's going to be a long day. We're going to be streaming from here all the way till probably around 8:30. I assume that WrestleMania Day 1 is going to be about 3 to 4 hours. And obviously Day 2, I'll be streaming, even though it's Easter tomorrow. We'll be doing WrestleMania Day 2 at the same time, 4 p.m. Pacific. Let's go. And again, we'll be shooting for 20 likes within the first hour, 30 to 50 overall, and 100 in the donos on every single stream. And I'm also watching NXT Stand and Deliver, and that's on Peacock Network right now. So if you want to watch along, obviously feel free. And I got the Mariners and Blue Jay broadcast with all my screens set up here as well. And on the mound for the Blue Jays, 1-1 record with an ERA of 5.16. Jose Berrios. So we should be able to get a run or two on him. Hopefully we can get him out around the 5th inning, maybe an inning before they, typically pull a guy. But again, we're going to need some good production, not only at the top of the order, but the bottom of the order. Leading off in right field, Miles Mastrobuoni. Now, if it was me, I would probably have Dylan Moore lead off. The last time he led off, he had 2 home runs, in that position. But again, Miles can definitely do it. This is the first time that he's led off for the Mariners, and hopefully he can get us off to a good note and a good foot. Batting second, DHing, Jorge Polanco, best hitter so far in 2025. And batting third, a guy that's going to contend for the league lead in home runs. He's only one behind Tyler Soderstrom, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. The torpedo bat is working. Big facts. Let's go Mariners. All right, let's go, Miles. We need you, baby. And we got a fatal 4-way for the women's on NXT Stand and Deliver on Peacock, obviously with WrestleMania here in a few hours. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 count to Miles Mastrobuoni. Popped up. Into left field. 1 away. Next up for the Mariners, DHing Jorge Polanco. Let's go, Polo. We need a fast start. And again, if Polo can get on base early, 367 average, 2 homers, 3 homers, 12 ribbies. And again, I don't know if anyone anticipated Polo being this good, but we're going to need a good outing if we're going to compete here today. Top of the first, 0-0 Blue Jays and Mariners. 1-0 pitch from Barrios to Polo. Connects deep. And wow, great defense there in right center field by Santander. 2 away. And they are really rocking and rolling on all facets of the game, the Blue Jays as of late. Next up, catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. We need some electricity, baby. Let's go. And NXT Stand and Deliver has been pretty good so far, but we know WrestleMania is going to be top tier. Come on, big dumper. This would be special. And again, it's just a matter of time if we can just get some rhythm where we will be in first place in the AL West. It may take a couple days. It may take a week. It may take 2 weeks. But I am confident that we can get there as long as we're in the top 2 positions. But I would love to be able to lead and kind of set the example. Cal, chop towards first base, foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. The big dumper from Jose Barrios. We got Julia with a submission here on NXT Stand and Deliver. Very up-and-coming, promising wrestler in the female division. 1-1 pitch is high and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike from Barrios to big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. You haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Let's go. Faster we can get to 20 likes, we can hit that algorithm, and then we can end up getting some more recommendations from YouTube. Pitch is outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. This could end up leading to a walk for Cal. Let's go. Let's go, big dumper. We need a good performance here today, especially with Julio out of the lineup for the first time this year. Pitch is outside. Good eye by Cal Raleigh, and we'll take a walk. Here we go. Nice job, Cal. Next up for the Mariners, left fielder Randy Arozarena. And we need Randy to step up as well. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Randy. We need that electricity. Let's go. Top of the first, 2 outs. First pitch to Randy, inside, right on the line for a strike. And again, it seemed like the Blue Jays got everything on the line yesterday. Mariners were only getting about 50% of the calls on the line. We'll see if that changes here today. We just want it to be, as fair as possible. But we know sometimes that's not the case. Pitch is low and at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike from Barrios to Randy Arozarena. Let's go, Mariners. Try that's up. 12-8 record for the Blue Jays, 10-10 for the Mariners with a slow start, but we're picking up steam. Randy pops it up a mile, and that goes foul right on the netting. And then somewhere there in that 5th row gets a nice souvenir. One-two pitch from Barrios to Randy. Big swing and a miss and a nice punch out by Jose. We're not haters here. All right, I see you. You got a 1-1 record with an ERA of 5.16, but you were pretty solid there besides that Cal walk. Let's see who is up here for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the first. Leading off for Toronto, shortstop Bo Bichette. Batting second, playing first base, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And batting third, playing right field today, Anthony Santander, formerly of the Baltimore Orioles. Great pickup in the offseason. Let's go, baby. And on the mound for the M's, our best pitcher, 1-1 record with an ERA of 2.38, Logan Gilbert. We're going to need a solid outing out of Logan if we have any chance here today. Logan Gilbert on the mound, Bo Bichette here in the box. Go, Logan. We need you, baby. Let's go, Walter. We need that electricity. Let's go. Hopefully we can get a few Ks early on instead of Wu getting one of his first Ks in like the 4th or 5th inning. First pitch, Bo Bichette. He jams him, pops up. Should be a routine play here. And Dylan Moore takes care of business, 1 away. I like that. Kind of like a Julio Rodriguez typical at bat. Batting second, playing first base, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. We got Mariners and Blue Jays. We got NXT Stand and Deliver on Peacock. And then WWE WrestleMania 41. We'll be doing a live stream for that as soon as this game is over. We'll have a little bit of a break, maybe about 45 minutes to an hour. And then we're going to grind that out. Should be a lot of fun for a 2-day event, and this will be day 1 for WrestleMania, day 2 tomorrow. Oh, 1 pitch from Gilbert to Vlad. Vlad crushes that into right field, goes all the way back to the wall. Mastroboni, and that's a nice stand-up double by one of the most consistent hitters in baseball, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Nice job. Next up, right fielder, Anthony Santander. Got to get him out. Let's go. Gotta try to get a double play here. And obviously, Mastroboni normally not playing out there. All right, we need 3 more likes to be able to get to 10 to get to double digits. If you're in the room and haven't done it yet, please do. We're at 7, 3 more to go, and then we're at 10. Let's go. Bottom of the first, 0-0 Mariners and Blue Jays. 1-0 pitch to Santander. Chop towards first base, foul. What's good, brother? How are you? No Julio Rodriguez, just a regular scheduled day off after, the first 20 games. Hasn't really been that good in the box. But again, we need Logan to pitch extra spicy today if we're going to have any chance. Got to get more than 1 run. The magic number will be 4 runs, 7 to 10 hits. And, we have to give up only 1 to 3. Preferably 0, but we know that's not realistic against the Blue Jays. They're too talented. Runner at second for Vlad with that stand-up double after Bo Bichette ended up popping out on a first pitch. That's chopped foul by Santander. Had a fantastic season on the Baltimore Orioles last year and a great pickup for Toronto this year. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Runner at second with 1 out. Logan Gilbert, our ace on the mound. And Anthony Santander, the former Oriole, in the box. 1-2 pitch, chopped, and pulled towards first base, foul. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Logan. We need a nice outing. Bring that electricity. And he crushes it into right field. Miles Mastroboni is there. And just like yesterday, that's a 1-0 lead. Again, tough, man. You know, again, it's like if you're going to be beaten up on our two best pitchers this early, you know, could end up being a long, long day. Hopefully Logan can settle in. Double by Vlad. Nice at-bat by Anthony Santander. 1-0 Blue Jays. Next up, second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Lauren in the building, what's good? Got NXT Stand and Deliver on Peacock on right now, as well as this Blue Jay Mariner game. And again, after this will be over, we will be doing WrestleMania 41 at 4 p.m. Pacific for a live stream as well. Going to be a long day, but I think it'll be well worth it. First pitch is in there to Jimenez for a strike, 0-1 count. Fucking A, man, we got to get out of this inning. We need a double play fucking bad. Oh, 1 pitch in there for a strike. Behind in the count 0-2. And this could be a year where we actually get the Blue Jays and the Mariners to make the playoffs in the same year like we did in 2022. Both teams, you know, are kind of finding themselves. Obviously, Blue Jays and Mariners are starting to heat up. And again, you just have to try to find a way to compete here today. Pitch is low and into the dirt with that sinker. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here from Gilbert to Jimenez. Pitch is low again. And in play. And Jimenez with a double. I don't think I've seen Logan Gilbert give up 3 doubles in the first inning ever. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but it seems like the Blue Jays are very locked in. Doesn't matter who our pitcher is, you know, if it's our top guy, our second guy, our third guy, but it's going to be definitely tough to be able to, you know, compete if everyone, you know, besides Bo is getting a double. He swings at the first pitch, 1 out, double here, 1-0, double here, and then you got the best player this year, you know, on the Blue Jays, you know, and just kind of like Jorge Polanco, you know, struggled last year with injuries and consistency, you know, kind of changed up, you know, some of his approach and has been a little bit more patient in the box. George Springer batting .385 right now, and in a matter of seconds, we're probably going to be down 2-0. Hopefully not, but you know, we know how good George is. Been very solid this year, and I know Blue Jay fans love that. Same thing with Jorge Polanco on our end. You know, to go from a 0 to a hero, we love that. First pitch, swing and a miss. Behind in the count 0-1 to George Springer. Bottom of the first, runners at second and third, 1-0 Blue Jays. Not the start that you want as far as a Mariner fan is concerned, but for Blue Jay fans, you're loving it. Springer crushes that one, fading foul behind in the count 0-2. And hopefully we can get out Springer here. Got to settle in. Springer in the box. Logan Gilbert on the mound. Let's go, Walter. Come on, Logan. Get your first K here. Settle in. 0-2 pitch. Got him. There we go. Got him to chase. And there's the first K, and that's exactly what we needed. There you go, Logan. Start that electricity, baby. Nice job. 2 away. Next up for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk. Now and visit with Cal Raleigh. Come on, baby. Now they're going to see if they want to actually pitch to Kirk or to intentionally walk him for Rodin, the left fielder, next at bat. We'll see what they decide. Cole in the building. Petro in the building. Lauren in the building. What's good? Like, sub, donate, comment, share. You haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. We'll be shooting for 20 likes within the first hour, hour and a half, 30 to 50 if we can hit that algorithm, and 100 in the donos on every single stream. First pitch, right down the middle to Kirk. 0-1 count. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Big swing and a miss behind in the count 0-2. Let's get another K here. Come on, Logan. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen you give up 3 doubles back to back to back in a first inning ever in your career. Got to settle in here. Oh-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. Same pitch he got Springer on the strikeout. Alejandro Kirk does not get baited there. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Blue Jays up early, just like yesterday. 1-0 Toronto. Stop the bleeding. 1-2 pitch. Got him. There we go, baby. There we go. Nice job by Logan Gilbert. And again, 3 doubles back to back to back. But again, could have been a hell of a lot worse, and we'll take it. 1-0 Blue Jays, 2 Ks for Logan Gilbert. Not exactly the start that you want, giving up, back to back to back doubles. Don't think I've ever seen that happen in his career in the first inning. But again, our starting pitching is great, but again, we have been a little rusty, with all of our starters, with Miller and Wu and Gilbert and Castillo. There has been situations where we've gotten ourselves kind of in trouble with 2 guys on or bases loaded, but luckily we've been able to only give up like 1 or 2 runs typically in those situations. But the bats have to be better today if we have any chance. Yeah, we'll see though. Blue Jays, are a very solid team. They're on a 3-game win streak, and we know the Rays are very streaky. And again, the Mariners are as well. And we're not the greatest on the road, as I've said before. We're 2-5 this year, so we'll see how it goes. And this is a must-win game. Because again, we got Castillo tomorrow early. Sometimes we don't play very good in the morning. It's Easter, so and again, sometimes Castillo is good. Sometimes he's terrible. So we'll see where it goes. But so far in this early part of the season, Castillo looks like the pitcher that we had in 2022 when we brought him in from the Reds. In 2023 and 2024, statistically and analytically, his numbers have gone down every year. But hopefully we can do something here. Let's see who's up next here for the Mariners here in the top of the second inning. We need production. Next up, center fielder filling in for Julio today with just a day off. Julio's played in the first 20 games, so hopefully Luke can do something. Leading off here in the 5th, center fielder Luke Raley. Batting second, who hit a homer yesterday for us, first baseman Rowdy Tellez. And batting third, second baseman Dylan Moore, who's been fantastic, just like Polo and Cal have early in this season. Let's go. A pup? Get down, honey. Good girl. Got my pup in here, and she misses me. Love you. She knows it's going to be a long day today. 2.5 hour to 3 hour streak for this game, and then obviously WrestleMania will be 3 to 4 hours starting at 4 p.m. Pacific. So we're going to double dip. Hopefully, I am not too mentally drained, by the time WrestleMania comes around. First pitch from Burrios to Luke Raley. We need a nuke, baby. First pitch there on the corner for a strike. 0-1 count. Go, baby. Got to have faith. Let's go, Griffey. Any type of thing that we can have to give us a little bit of juice. Big swing and a miss by Luke Raley. Behind in the count, 0-2. I hope everyone has a fantastic Easter weekend. Tomorrow will be the first Mariner game of the season that I'm going to miss because I'm going to go visit family, but we will do Mania Day 2 in the afternoon. And my goal is to do about 150 out of the 162 games. No one else will match that, as far as grind and consistency. And again, there'll only be a few events. 1-2 pitch. Pitch is inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes that I'll do over a Mariner game. WrestleMania, maybe SummerSlam, the Daytona 500, Talladega. There's only going to be maybe the NFL draft. So there's only going to be a few events throughout the year that, I'll still watch the Mariner game and, we'll do coverage on it. It just won't be the stream maybe on that particular day. Count now is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. As you see Obafemi making his way to the ring, NXT champion at NXT Stand and Delivers pay-per-view / PLE. 1-0 Blue Jays. Top of the second with a runner at first. And there we go, Luke Rayleigh with the walk. We'll take that. You know, normally when Luke gets in that position, 0-2 count, it's like Julio, it's usually an out, so we'll take that. Next up, first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. We got Trick Williams making his way out to the ring. Let's go, M's. We need some production, baby. We need to get a run early, you know, within the first 3 innings to be competitive. Chops that one foul behind the count 0-1. Rowdy Tellez only batting 135, 2 homers, 5 ribbies. Absolutely terrible. But again, there's guys on the team that are even worse than him, like Donovan Solano. You know, that's the guy that should be sent down to AAA. 0-1 pitch to the former Blue Jay. High and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike from Barrios to Rowdy Tellez. One pitch, chop foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Barrios to Rowdy Tellez. Tellez, another guy that probably should be sent down to AAA for Tyler Locklear, but we'll wait to see if that ends up happening. 1-2 pitch. Chopper should be a routine play. And they went for the force out. Not enough time to get that double play across. 1 away. Next up, second baseman, one of our hottest hitters in 2025, Demo Dylan Moore. Let's go, Demo. First pitch right down the middle with a strike looking at Demo. 0-1 count. Come on, Dylan. We're going to need your bat. Especially with Julio with just a day off here today in the lineup. He hasn't really been doing a whole lot in the box anyways, batting under 200, but we're going to miss his presence in center field. Big swing and a miss by Demo behind in the count 0-2. Top of the second. Runner at first, 1-0 Blue Jays. 0-2 pitch to Demo. Pitch is low, check swing. Did he go? He did not. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Barrios to Dylan Moore. As Obafemi makes his way to the ring on an NXT Stand and Deliver. And Dylan Moore pops up into foul territory, but should be an easy out here for Toronto. And it is. 2 away. Next up for the Mariners, third baseman, Ben Williamson. Let's go, Ben. He's been great defensively and pretty good offensively as well. We're looking for that everyday third baseman, and we've been platooning guys up to just a couple days ago. And Ben is a natural third baseman, so I think he'll be our third baseman for the rest of the year. First pitch. Takes a strike looking in the zone. 0-1 count from Barrios to Ben Williamson. Runner at first with 2 outs. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ben Williamson. He's got a good eye. He's got a rocket arm at third. To throw guys out at first. Just got to be able to get that nice consistency with the playing time, which he's earned. And hopefully we'll be able to get something here or later on in the matchup. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is low and at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike from Barrios to Ben Williamson, B-Dubs. Two-one pitch. Chopper towards first. Should be a routine throw to first. Got him. Easy 1-2-3 inning there for the Blue Jays. Let's go to the bottom of the second inning with a Toronto 1-0 lead. Next up for the Blue Jays here in the bottom of the second, in the 7-hole, left fielder Alan Rodin. Batting second in the 8-hole this inning, third baseman Ernie Clement. And batting third in the 9-hole, center fielder Miles Straw. Let's go Mariners. One more like to get into double digits. There we go. Now we're at 10. We need 10 more to go to hit 20. If you're in the room, haven't done it yet, please do. And then we're in that algorithm, baby. Let's go. Next up for the Jays, center fielder, left fielder, Alan Rodin. Let's go, baby. Got to keep this close. And the game would have been much closer if we didn't have such blunders running the bags yesterday and getting 4 guys tagged out. I don't think I've ever seen a game of that happening with the Mariners before, but we'll see where it goes here today. We'll be smarter on the bags. Go, Logan. We need a strong 6 innings. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Blue Jays with back-to-back doubles that led to a run for Toronto. First pitch in there to Rodin for a strike looking, 0-1 count. Four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour, exactly where I like to see it out of Logan Gilbert. Our best pitcher on the staff, no doubt. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is low and inside at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. From Logan Gilbert to Rodin. Come on, baby. And hopefully this will be like a 7 to 10K kind of game. We're going to need it. 1-1 pitch. That's chopped foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Gilbert to Rodin. One-two pitch. There we go. Nice punch out there. I like it, baby. Nice job, Logan. 3rd K for Logan Gilbert already. I love it. Just not really loving the back-to-back doubles in the first, but could have been much worse. Next up, 3rd baseman Ernie Clement. First pitch, top foul, behind the plate, 0-1 count. Seems like Logan has settled in after those 3 doubles back-to-back in the first inning, which is a good sign to see for us. Obafemi picking up Trick Williams with ease. Wow, what strength. Got NXT Stand and Deliver, PLE on Peacock, as well as the Mariners and the Blue Jays. Little chopper towards third and foul. Behind in the count, 0-2 to Clement. Let's go, baby. Let's go, M's. Gardent's up. Bottom of the second, 0-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. You can definitely tell when we have an 0-2, we're going to throw low and outside most of the time to see if we can bait anybody. Only one we've baited so far is Springer. Everyone else is starting to catch on. 1-2 pitch. Chop foul. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Clement in the box. Logan Gilbert on the mound. Let's go, baby. One-two pitch. Chop foul. One-two pitch from Gilbert to Clement, and hard hit into left field to Randy Arozarena. Nice single there by Ernie. Next up for the Blue Jays, center fielder Miles Straw. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Toronto. Runner at first with 1 out. First pitch is outside, 1-0 count. From Gilbert to Strong. Pitch right down the middle, takes a strike looking. 1 ball and 1 strike from Gilbert to Straw. One pitch, popped up. Should be a routine play for Miles Mastrobuoni and right. There we go, 2 away. Next up for the Blue Jays, 0 for 1, shortstop Bo Bichette. .299 average, 0 homers, and 11 ribbies so far for Bo. Looking for his first homer in 2025. First pitch. Chop foul, behind the plate, behind in the count 0-1. His first at bat. 1 pitch, tried to jam him, and he popped out. Typical of, someone like Julio Rodriguez, not really being too patient in the box. We'll see if Bo can extend this at bat a little bit more than what he had earlier on. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss behind in the count 0-2. We're in the bottom of the second, 1-0 Blue Jays. And let's try to get this punch out here. Let's go, Logan. Oh, big high-risk maneuver there by Trick Williams. 0-2 pitch, little slow dribbler. And Logan covers first and gets the nice toe tap. There we go. End of the second inning, 1-0 Blue Jays. Here we go. Next up for the Mariners in the 9-hole, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Batting second, 0 for 1, leading off right fielder Miles Mastrobuoni. And batting third, 0 for 1 in the 2-hole, DHing Jorge Polanco. And we'll find out if having Miles leading off instead of Demo was a mistake, but hopefully Miles can at least get a hit to get us going. Let's go, M's. We need you, JP. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Top of the third, 1-0 Blue Jays. We have to just keep it close. And if Logan can go 6, depending on what happens in our pen, and hopefully we can get our first run somewhere in the 4th or 5th inning. At least at that point, if we don't get one here in the 3rd. Just got to keep it close. And then after the starters go out, it'll be a sprint in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. And the Mariners are typically pretty good in those last 3 innings after the starters go out. Trick Williams. High-risk maneuver here at NXT Stand and Deliver. Top of the third, 1-0 Toronto with back-to-back-to-back doubles that led to a 1-0 lead for Toronto. Barrios on the mound, first pitch. Outside on the corner, 1-0 count. Pitch. Chopper towards first. Should be a routine play. 1 away. Next up for the Mariners, in right field today, Miles Mastrobuoni. Go, Miles. We need you to get a hit here. Now we got Obafemi and Trick Williams going at it on NXT Stand and Deliver. First pitch from Barrios to Mastrobuoni. Just outside. 1-0 count. Pitch. Chopper. Almost that same location. Flip to the pitcher. 2 away. Next up for the Mariners, our best hitter this year in 2025, Jorge Polanco. Go, Polo. We need you, baby. Someone needs to get this started for us. Top of the third, 1-0 Blue Jays with 2 outs. Nobody on. First pitch to Jorge Polanco. Polo. Big swing and a miss. Behind in the count, 0-1. 360 average, 3 homers, 12 ribbies. Got as high as 450 earlier in the year. Similar numbers to kind of like George Springer there on the Blue Jays. All about consistency. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is inside. Good eye by Polo. 1 ball and 1 strike from Barrios to Jorge Polanco. Pitch. Pitch is low and at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike from Barrios to Jorge Polanco. Two-one pitch. Slow dribbler. And a toe tap on first. Almost exactly same location for those 3 batters. Very easy inning there for Toronto. We don't have any hits yet. 1 run, 4 hits for the Blue Jays. And hopefully we can get something going here sooner than later. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Let's see who's up next here for the Blue Jays. Next up for Toronto, first baseman 1 for 1 with a run. Stand-up double, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Batting second, right fielder in the 3-hole, a double as well, Anthony Santander. And batting third in the 4-hole, the cleanup spot, second baseman Andres Jimenez, and another double for him. And that's where you got your back-to-back-to-back doubles that led to the 1-0 lead. There we go. 9 more likes to be able to get to 20. Now 8 more likes to get to 20. Let's go. That's too early to say that. Normally we got to wait till starting pitching goes out, and we'll see where it goes. So, again, if you ended up watching any of the games this season, it's never over till it's over. That Cincinnati Reds series, is a great example of that. Now, we know Toronto is a great team, and we're not very good on the road. But, again, normally the Mariners, you got to wait till after the starters go out, typically, and then we start raking for a sprint in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. But as of late, we've been able to get some runs and hits within the first 5 innings, which is something that we weren't very good at, last year. And we're, number 1 in stolen bags in the MLB. Sometimes, it ends up backfiring, and we ended up getting caught 4 times yesterday, which ended up leading us losing 3-1. And I think that if we could have had at least a couple of those guys safe yesterday, maybe we would have lost 3-2, or maybe we would have, got some momentum and won that game. But again, you got to give Toronto the credit. They're a good team. They're on a 3-game win streak, and hopefully we'll be able to find a way to get a couple hits, before we end up having the starters go out. 1-0 pitch from Gilbert to Vlad. Pitch is low and at the knees. 2-0 count to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Pitch from Gilbert to Vlad. Pitch is low and outside. 3-0 count from Logan Gilbert to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Go Logan. Plus, if we end up having our best pitcher on the staff on the mound, it's going to give us the best chance to compete. We just need the bats to start lighting up. 3-0 pitch. There you go. Right down the middle for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike from Gilbert to Vladdy Jr. Let's go. Yeah, baseball ain't a sprint. It's a marathon. We got Obafemi and Trick Williams going at it in the ring for NXT Stand and Deliver. 3-1 pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count now is full for Gilbert to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Count full, 3-2 pitch, and pitches inside. Good eye by Vlad, and that's a walk. And you're not going to get too many of those out of Logan. Next up, the former Baltimore Oriole, a good pickup here for Toronto in 2025. Right fielder with a double earlier in the matchup, Anthony Santander. Typically DHs, but playing right field today. Chop foul. Nope. In play. There we go. 1 away. Santander with an easy out. Next up, second baseman Andres Jimenez. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Toronto. Runner at first. Andres Jimenez with a double earlier in the first inning. Part of that back-to-back doubles on Logan Gilbert, which I think I've never really seen before, but he's settled in at this point. But starting to lose a little bit of the control here in the third. 1-0 count from Gilbert to Jimenez. Lots of pitches inside here to the lefty. Another pitch inside. 2 balls, no strike from Gilbert to Jimenez. Duel pitch. Pitches inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Yeah, I can't say that we're cooked when the game is 1-0. It's not like we're down 10-0 in the third. Come on, my guy. 3-0 pitch. There you go. Nice strike there by Gilbert. 3 balls and 1 strike from Gilbert to Jimenez. Let's go. Obafemi retains. And that is the end of NXT Stand and Deliver. Got to be positive, my guy, not so negative. You know, being a Pacific Northwest fan is not easy. You know, it's not one of those things where we make the playoffs every year. We had a 20-year drought until we ended up making the playoffs in 2022. So, you know, it's going to be tough. You have to be mentally strong to be a fan of any team in Oregon or Washington. You know, this is not for the faint-hearted. This is not a bandwagon type of situation. You know, but again, the wins are going to mean a hell of a lot more, you know, for a diehard like myself. I've been rooting for this team for 40 years. Fouled off by Jimenez. Good at bat here. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Chopper, and that's a great base hit right there into right field to Miles Mastrobuoni. And now we have runners at first and second with 1 out. We need a double play bad. And next up, the best hitter on the Blue Jays in 2025, who struggled last season, but changed his approach and worked really tough and long, hard hours to try to get him back where he was a few years ago. He's 0 for 1, but he's batting .377. Amazing numbers here by George Springer early on in the 2025 season. But hopefully we can get him out. We can get a couple base knocks to kind of get this going. But anybody that knows, you know, when you play Toronto in Toronto, it's not going to be easy. They're pretty tough to play. I mean, they're 12-8 this season, 8-3 at home. You know, it's not like you're going to go in there, even if you were the Dodgers, you know, or the Padres or the Giants or any team that's been really raking early. This is not a guaranteed win when you come into Toronto. It's still a hard place to play. They got a great fan base there and a great crowd support system, you know, and they have for a long, long time. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 count. Runners at first and second. In the bottom of the third, Blue Jays 1-0 on Seattle. Oh, 1 pitch. Pitch right there on the line, but called ball. Ump not giving us any calls. What's new? 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners at first and second. 1-0 Toronto. Gilbert on the mound. Springer in the box. We need an out here. 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Here we go. That's the outlet we needed. Fucking A. Nice job, Logan. Way to jam him. And Springer goes down. 2 away. Next up for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk. Let's go, Logan. Not every game is going to be, 8-7. Every once in a while, the Mariners will get into a matchup like that. But again, if you have solid pitchers on the mound, more than likely it's going to be like a 1-3 run type of game. We may end up seeing a similar outcome did yesterday with a 3-1 final by the Blue Jays. Hopefully the Mariners can get a little bit more than 1. We're going to need it. First pitch fouled off by Alejandro Kirk, behind in the count 0-1. Well, then you're not a real fan then. You just want to parlay. One pitch. Pitch is inside. 1 ball and 1 strike from Gilbert to Alejandro Kirk. One pitch. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike from Gilbert to Kirk. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. And we we have to limit the damage, and hopefully Logan will get out of this inning. Gilbert on the mound. Alejandro Kirk in the box. 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Gilbert to Kirk. Let's get this punch out, baby. "57 pitches already for Gilbert. Not good." "2-2 pitch. Pitch is inside. Check swing by Kirk. He doesn't go around, claiming that he got hit. He did not. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Gilbert to Kirk. Unless they're going to challenge it, he got hit. Right now they're going to challenge that he got hit. Fuck. It was close. At least in the initial replay. Take a look here if he actually did get hit or not. No, it looks like he did get hit. He got caught on the forearm. So he'll be going to first base with bases loaded with 2 outs. Come on, baby. Got to get the calls correct. And with this video review, it's pretty clear he got hit on the forearm. Not too hard, kind of grazed him, but it did get him. All right, bases loaded now. Next up for the Blue Jays, left fielder Alan Roden. Bottom of the third, bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-0 Toronto. Gotta find a way to get the fuck out of this inning. First pitch. Big swing and a miss by Roden. Behind the count 0-1. That's what I like to see. Try to get him behind the count. 250 average, 1 homer, and 5 ribbies so far here in 2025. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second, and we need a punch out here. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is low and into the dirt. And nice job by Cal by smothering that baseball so they don't get a freebie to come slide in home. 1 ball and 1 strike from Gilbert to Roden. One pitch. Big swing and a miss with a nice pitch inside with that slider. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 more strike. Let's go. We just need to get out of this inning. If they explode here with a big hit, it's going to be tough to come back. One-two pitch. Got it. Let's go, motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about. Way to bring that electricity, and that could have been very, very bad with bases loaded there. But Logan, our best pitcher on the staff. We're top 3 overall in the MLB rankings. And again, we haven't even had George Kirby yet with shoulder inflammation. Should have him in a couple weeks. There we go, baby. I like that. 4th K for Logan Gilbert. Let's fucking go. Huge. Maybe save the game for us right there. Way to get that electricity, baby. Let's go. Now we just need the bats to start coming alive. Let's see who's up next here in the top of the 4th for the Mariners. Next up for the Mariners, one of the best home run hitters in baseball, best catcher in baseball, catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 0 with a base on ball. We need that torpedo bat to come alive. Let's go. Batting second, 0 for 1 with a K, left fielder, another guy that used that torpedo bat, Randy Arozarena. And batting third, center fielder today for Julio Rodriguez, Luke Rayleigh. 0 for 0 with a base on ball, but we need you to go yard. Let's go. Slow start, obviously, for the Mariners. No hits yet, but again, 1 run, 5 hits. It's just a matter of time. You know, Berrios is a pretty good pitcher. His ERA is 5.16. So it's just about getting that first hit, just to kind of get off the schneid, and then hopefully we can back it up with a couple more after that, and then we'll be going. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. We're shooting for 20 likes within the first hour and a half, 30 to 50 once we hit the algorithm, and 100 in the donos on every single stream. And this will be stream 1 of 2 today. We're going to be doing WrestleMania 41 at 4 p.m. Pacific. All right, Big Dumper, let's go, baby. We need you. Let's go, Cal. Right heads up. Get the first hit of the day. Let's go. First pitch to Cal. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Run it out. Run it out. Yes. There we go. Great effort by Cal Raleigh. You know, we know he's a little bit thicker of a player, not as big as Rowdy Tellez, but he runs out. That throw, that's our first hit of the game. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just got to wait, you know, for that first guy to get it going. And here we go. Maybe this will be the inning if we can tie it up. Nice job by Cal. Running hard to first. I love it. Great effort. Next up, left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Let's go, Randy. You know what to do, baby. Guidance up. Let's go. Not how you start, it's how you finish. Here we go. First pitch. Takes a strike looking in the zone. Should have been called ball, but called strike. Ump's not giving us any calls here today. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first. Got 4 homers, 14 ribbies. Randy's been, pretty consistent for us. Obviously, batting average could be better than batting 200, but again, not a lot of guys are batting 300 anymore. 280, 290 is kind of the new 300, but hopefully Randy can get in play here. Let's go. Top of the fourth, 1-0 Blue Jays. Logan Gilbert has settled in. We got a 1-1 count from Berrios to Randy Arozarena. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is in the zone for a strike behind him. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Berrios to Arozarena. Let's go, Randy. Randy's very patient in the box. I wish that would rub off on Julio Rodriguez, who is not patient, and it's making his game struggle this year, as every year he's played. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Berrios to Randy Arozarena. Come on, Randy. We need this. Let's go. Trident's up. 2-2 pitch. Crushes that one towards third base. Foul. Let's go, Ems. Got to have faith. Let's go. Pitch from Berrios to Arozarena, and he jammed and fuck. Popped up. Shouldn't have swung at that. Great pitch by Berrios. 1 away. Next up for the Mariners, center fielder, Luke Rayleigh. Go, Luke. You never know who might be the unexpected hero in any game for Seattle during the 2025 season. I don't think anyone anticipated Rowdy Tellez getting the homer yesterday, but you need more than 1 run to win. You need 4 runs, 7 to 10 hits. That gives you a great chance to win. But when you get to 1 to 3 runs, you have to be built for those type of wins. And unfortunately, Seattle is not one of those teams that's built for 1 to 3 run wins. You have to get to 4. First pitch to Luke Rayleigh outside, 1-0 count. Maybe this will lead into a walk, possibly. We get runners at first and second here. Come on, Luke. Be patient. 1-0 pitch from Budios. Pitches outside. 2-0 count. Here we go. This could be a walk. And if we can get guys at first and second, that could be money for us. We'll start here for the Mariners. Budios on the mound. Luke Rayleigh in the box. Cal Raleigh with our first hit here in the fourth. 2-0 pitch. Pitch is outside and high. 3-0 count. Come on, Luke. In the zone. Could have been called ball 4 right there, but they give him that call. 3 balls and 1 strike. From Budios to Luke Rayleigh. Take the walk here, Luke, if it's there. Don't swing. Help the team win. Don't be greedy. It's a team game, not a me game. 3-1 pitch. There we go. Great eye by Luke Rayleigh. Here we go. Now we got runners at first and second, and Budios is starting to slow down. Here we go. Next up, first baseman Rowdy Tellez. I wouldn't expect him to hit a homer here, but we can just find a way to get on base somehow, some way. Best chance here for the Mariners to capitalize in the first 4 innings. Top of the fourth, runners at first and second with 1 out. 1-0 lead for Toronto. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help ya boy out. Pitch right down the middle for a strike to Rowdy Tellez. 0-1 count. One pitch. Crushes that one. Foul. Behind in the count. 0-2. Come on, Rowdy. Pitch. Top foul. And typically with most of our players, when we get into an 0-2 count, it normally leads to a strikeout, but we'll see if it's any different here today. Top of the fourth, runners at first and second with 1 out. 0-2 pitch from Budios to Rowdy Tellez. 0-2 pitch. Got him. Nice job by Jose with that punch out. We'll give him the love. 2 away. Next up for the Mariners, Ben Williamson on deck. Second baseman, Dylan Moore. Let's go, Demo. Demo's been one of our top 3 hitters this year with Jorge Polanco and Cal Raleigh. Let's see if Demo can get it done. Let's go, Dylan. We're going to have a mound visit there by the staff to see how they're going to pitch Dylan Moore. .319 average, 4 homers, 6 ribbies for Dylan Moore. Top of the fourth, 1-0 Blue Jays. Runners at first and second. First pitch. Fuck. Is that gonna? That's gonna be out. Fuck. And just in foul territory. Vladdy is right there. And a squandered opportunity early on, but hopefully we'll be able to get a couple more hits. I mean, those were, obviously the first hit and the first walk that we've been able to capitalize on, at least to get on base. And hopefully the next time around, we'll be able to knock them in. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 1-0 Toronto. Next up for the Blue Jays, 1-for-1, third baseman in the 8-hole, Ernie Clement. Batting second, 0-for-1, center fielder, Miles Straw. And back at the top of the order, 0-for-2 in the 1-hole, shortstop, Bo Bichette. Let's go, Logan. Let's do a quick review on the pitchers so far. Gilbert, 3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 4 Ks. And then let's go with Barrios. Let's see what Jose is at the moment. 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, 3 walks, and 2 Ks. And Barrios talking shit for no reason. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go scrap with Cal Raleigh, good luck. It's like, bro, you're up 1-0. Stop pitching. Coming back here from the commercial break, bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Blue Jays. Next up, 0-for-1, 1-for-1, third baseman Ernie Clement. I don't know what Barrios is bitching about. Like, if anybody's got somebody at second, you know, again, the Mariners aren't the greatest hitting team as it is. Everything is fair game, you know. It's not like we're the fucking Houston Astros with garbage can lids and cheating that way. And if you want to scrap, we'll fucking scrap. If you want to fight, we'll fight. Yeah, good luck with Cal Raleigh. Big dumper will dump all over your ass, idiot. Chop foul. Behind the count, 0-1. Oh-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Behind the count, 0-2 from Gilbert to Clement. I would love to have a fucking fight. That might be what we need to be able to get the competitive juices going. You know, we fought with the Astros before. We fought with the Angels before. We fought with the Athletics before. You know, fair game. You want to fight? Let's go. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Toronto. 1-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Logan Gilbert to Clement. See if we can get Ernie out here. 2-2 pitch. There we go. Way to bring that electricity, baby. Nice job, Logan. Another punch out for Logan Gilbert, his 5th K of the night. Next up for the Blue Jays, center fielder Miles Straw. First pitch to Straw in the zone, 0-1 count. Oh, 1 pitch. Check swing. Going towards first base. Foul. Behind the count, 0-2. Straw in the box. And Gilbert on the mound. Oh, 2 pitch. Pitch is low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Gilbert to Straw. Popped up, fading foul. I'm gonna let my pup out of the room. She wants to go explore. It's going to be fun, man. You know, obviously the Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, should be interesting. We'll see if they, they actually give the belt to Jimmy. Jay. We'll see how it goes. I mean, obviously the card, on day 2 will probably be overall slightly better, but there definitely is going to be some pretty good matches for Mania, and I will be live and streaming that just in a couple hours. But overall, there should be some good surprises. Triple H obviously keeps everyone on their toes and whatnot, and find out if Paul Heyman lines himself with CM Punk, or maybe he does the swerve and lines himself up with Seth Rollins. And then we end up getting John Cena, The Rock, Seth Rollins, and Paul Heyman. But I would like to see Jay win, but it would be cool if he has his moment. Gunther is kind of boring to watch, in my opinion, so Jay needs to work on his mic skills, but he's already, over, so something that he can work on, moving forward. 2-0 pitch. Right there in the zone. For a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike from Gilbert to Bichette. I mean, if you watched the game yesterday, bro, the Blue Jays got every fucking call on the line. Every fucking call. And the Mariners got like half of them, like 50%. And it was like everything was on the line yesterday. Right on the outside left line or on the outside right line. So, chop foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Gilbert to Bichette. Two pitch. Pitch is high. Lost control of that one. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And this is looking like it's going to end up being a walk. Starting to lose a little bit of control, and that typically happens in the 4th and 5th inning, especially when you get your pitch count up. And the Mariners offense is not doing Logan Gilbert any favors here today. And pitch is outside. That is a walk. Next up, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. But as I'm looking at the card, obviously Seth Roman and CM Punk will be great. Gunther and Jay is going to open the show, so we'll see how that goes. Charlotte, obviously, against Tiffany Stratton should be good. I think Bianca, or not Bianca, but Jade Cargill and Naomi. You might see Bianca, run in and obviously help Naomi. That wouldn't surprise me. LA Knight, Jacob Fatu. And then you got obviously the New Day and the War Raiders. And then we know Ray ended up getting hurt, obviously, on SmackDown, so hopefully he'll be good to go against El Grande Americano, Chad Gable. But there should be some pretty, fun matches throughout day number 1. Vlad takes a strike looking, 0-1 count. Pitch is outside with the splitter, 1 ball and 1 strike from Gilbert to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's going to be the most exciting. That's obviously the main event for, day 1. It started off with Jay winning the belt. Obviously we'll give you that pop and that energy of the eating, and that'll lead, into wherever they decide to go. Maybe they'll go Jade Cargill and Naomi with the second match, because typically big swing and a miss, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Usually, the first match is going to be one of the top 2, and then obviously you have the main event, which is supposed to be the best. So, and then the second match usually is the worst. So that might be the Jade Cargill, Naomi, I assume. But we'll see on what rotation they decide to go. Big swing and a miss, and down goes Vlad. 7th K for Logan Gilbert. He's doing his job. Obviously, after giving double in the first inning, it only led to 1 run. But again, where the fuck is our offense? No Julio today with the day off. Maybe should have had Dylan Moore lead off instead of Miles Mastroboni. But Cal ended up getting the first hit. Then we ended up having a walk. But we need to be able to find a way, if we're not going to hit home runs this game, to get back-to-back hits. Or at least try to bring in a run or to force walks. If you get hit by a pitch and you don't get injured, that could be something. And maybe we should try to bunt, a couple times, before we get into the game late to get on base. But we'll see who's up next here in the top of the 5th for the Mariners. I still have faith we can catch up or win this game. Third baseman in the 8-hole, Ben Williamson, stud. Batting second in the 9-hole, shortstop, 0-for-1, J.P. Crawford. Get on base with a walk or a bunt, I don't care. And batting third, 0-for-2, right fielder, Miles Mastroboni. And then hopefully at some point we see Leo Rivas pinch hit. We're going to need something to go our way in this game. Yeah, but with Ray's injury on SmackDown, I'm really wondering if, how he'll be able to wrestle. Looked pretty serious. He was on the ground for quite some time. So, they'll probably give him some painkillers or whatnot, and it's already advertised. So I don't know if they're going to scrap it or whatnot, but we will find out. Kind of a damn shame some other wrestlers don't have a match like Sami Zayn and a few others. Buddy O's still on the mound. 1-1 record with an ERA of 5.16. Ben Williamson in the box. Go, Ben. Let's go, Ben. You're a stud. You're our everyday third baseman for the rest of the year. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't have confidence, in him. But again, his arm at third is the best that we've seen, since we've had Eugenio Suarez as a top 10 defender at third. Now, Ben won't be able to hit 30 to 40 homers like Eugenio Suarez, but he's a decent hitter. There we go, and he shows it. There we go. Go, go, go. Diving grab. He misses it. Go, go, go. Hell yeah. Stand-up double by Ben Williamson. That's exactly what we fucking needed right on cue. Nice job, Big Ben. B-dubs. Fuck yeah. Next up is shortstop J.P. Crawford. What match are you looking forward to, Lauren? As far as those matches that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, as far as entertainment is concerned, Roman, Seth, CM Punk won. Obviously, once Jay wins, that'll be exciting. Obviously, with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, they should be able to put on a show. And then the LA Knight, Jacob Fatu should be pretty interesting as well. I think that will actually be one of the better matches on the card. And then the worst match of the night should be Naomi and Jade Cargill, no doubt. There's no doubt about that. And again, if Ray and, El Grande Americano, as long as, Ray is healthy, that should, show some good Lucha Libre skill set there. And we'll see what happens with the War Raiders and the New Day. One-0 count from Burrios to Crawford. Pitches outside, 2-0 count. This should lead to a walk right here. We're in a good position. Runners at first and second, hopefully. If he's starting to lose a little bit of his control, which happens to a lot of starting pitchers in the fifth inning. 2-0 pitch. Pitches outside, 3-0 count. Here we go. This should lead to a walk, 100%. Three-one. In there for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike from Burrios to JP Crawford. Let's go, baby. One more pitch. That should be the walk. You can tell, especially when you end up having 3 straight balls to start off. You might still get 1 or 2 strikes after that, but to be able to get it in the zone, not going to happen. There we go. Pitches inside, and there's the walk. All right, baby. JP with a walk. Ben Williamson with a double. And now we're at the top of the order, which I wish was Dylan Moore. Last time we leaded him off, he had 2 home runs, but they decided to go Miles Mastrobuoni. Let's see if Miles can do something here. Maybe drop a bunt down. And Mastrobuoni sacrificed to the pitcher there. Crawford to second, Williamson at third. And there's the bunt. Again, that's exactly what you want to do, baby. That's good strategy. I like it. They're listening. I sent Dan a text message. He got it. Next up, DHing Jorge Polanco, and this is where we end up tying the game up. And if it's a really good hit, like a double, we could take the lead. Come on, Polo. Let's go. It's hard being able to watch a team that sometimes really struggles, with hitting, but Logan Gilbert's doing his job, and eventually some of these hitters have to do theirs. Let's go, Polo. Bring that electricity, baby. Be patient in the box. Don't get too eager here. Pitch is low in the corner. Should have been called a ball, but called strike. One pitch. Dribbler. Fuck. Just not enough. Couldn't get past the infield there. 2 away. All right. Someone's got to be a hero because we're not going to have too many chances to leave guys stranded. Next up, big dumper Cal Raleigh. And I would love for him to fucking go for a 3-run jack right here after Burrios talking shit for absolutely no reason. Let's go. Let's go, big dumper. And if you can't go for a 3-run jack with the torpedo bat, we'll see if he ends up hitting Cal. It wouldn't surprise me. And, maybe he'll even get a single and get an RBI here. Come on, Cal. But I'll tell you what, if he ends up beating Cal, there might be a fight. So we'll see what happens here. We're always ready for a throwdown. First pitch. Pitch is outside. 1-0 count. Let's go, big dumper. Let's go, Cal. Come on, baby. Let's tie this game up. I don't even need to be greedy and have us take the lead. Let's just get it tied to make it a game. Cal crushes it. Fair ball. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Let's fucking go. 2-1 Mariners. Woo! And I'm telling you, this team at times, it's hard to watch. It's like nothing. Leave them stranded. Nothing. Even when the pitcher has 7 Ks and then Cal Raleigh, boom, with that double. And that's karma for talking shit. If you want to try to fight us and you want to be able to talk shit, that's what fucking happens when you get one of the best hitters and the best catcher in baseball, baby. Now they're trying to review it to see if it's fair or foul. Well, that's fair. That's fair, baby. That's fair. Let's fucking go. Captain, you got some impeccable timing, my guy. Let's go, baby. Stacks. Racks. Jack. Bang, bang. Let's go. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Nice job, Big Dumper. Yes, sir. We're at 5. 95 to go. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. STL in the building. What's good? Let's go, baby. And see, these are the type of situations, John, that you can't say we're cooked when it's like the first inning or the second inning or the third inning when the game is 1-0. You were acting like we were down 10-0. But, even when teams get down by a lot, once the starting pitching goes out, if the bullpen is shitty, for both teams, you never know what's going to happen. If you ended up watching the highlights with that Cubs game, they had 10 runs on one side, 8 runs on the other side, and that was just in the 8th inning alone. So anything can happen in baseball, and again, once starting pitching goes out, a lot of things can change in the game. Like, you literally can dominate for 6 innings and shit the bed for 3 and have like a 6-0 lead and lose 7-6. So you got to be patient, especially being a Mariner fan, baby. And, patience is key. Karma is real. You talk shit to us, boom. And Randy Arozarena in the box fouls that one off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And we will be doing WrestleMania here in a couple hours. Let's go. Fuck yeah, baby. Finally. All the homies here in Oregon and Washington, they're like, man, it's been a slow start. But Logan's been good after giving up back-to-back doubles in the first inning. And we only give up a run. So, and then Randy goes down there, and that's okay. That's what happens, Karma is a motherfucker. Let's go, baby. And Cal coming up big for us with no Julio Rodriguez playing today. Just a regular day off for playing the first 20 games of the season. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Tridents up. Never lose faith. We are going to either win the division or get second and a wild card this year. Believe that. And it wouldn't surprise me if the Blue Jays make the playoffs, just like us. They'll definitely have a chance. What do you want to do for photos, my guy? I mean, someone has to be able to let, people that are either casual watchers, or people that are just betting alone and trying to win parlays. If anyone knows this team from front to back, it's fucking me, dude. Like I said, you're not going to see anybody else on YouTube doing, 150 plus games a year, watching them from beginning to end. I've been a fan of this team since the mid 80s, 40 years. You're not going to have anyone else that knows this team better than me. Let's go. Logan Gilbert wheeling and dealing. It is not over yet. 2-1 M's. Let's finish strong, bitches. Let's go. This is a must-win game, especially with Castillo on the mound tomorrow. We have a chance we could definitely get our ass kicked tomorrow if we're really being real. It's going to be on at like 10:37 a.m. It's going to be early. It's on Easter. People might not be fully focused. And Castillo will probably have Garver. And again, anytime you have Garver behind the plate, we're fucked. So maybe we'll have Cal, but I would assume Cal will be DHing tomorrow, and we'll have Garver, with Castillo. And I always feel bad for the pitchers that end up having Garv because he fucking sucks. We would have been better off with Tom Murphy from a couple years ago, but we'll see where it goes. Let's go, M's. Have faith. Sometimes you got to be able to have that blind faith, baby. We got a good record since his bobblehead has been on the desk. Go ahead. But again, even though we have this 2-1 lead, it doesn't mean that we're going to win. I mean, obviously, once our bullpen comes in, we could fuck this game up. That's a realistic possibility. But hopefully, we get a little bit of Gabe, and then obviously we'll see where we're at if we have a chance for Munoz at the end. But it'll be like those first couple guys that come in, and you have Trent Thornton come in or Vargas, could get ugly. And we definitely have sent guys down that have struggled. Like Troy Taylor came back from his first start, sucked, he sent him down. If Scott Service was still managing this team, he'd still be on the team. Same thing with Sauce. He sucked, we sent him down. Scott Service, an idiot, kept him on the team the whole year. So it shows you Dan Wilson is doing better. It's just kind of being able to manage the right guy at the right time. Pulling the starter too soon or keeping him in too late, and also, keeping guys in too long in the pen. Like, why are we having Vargas pitch 2 innings and Gabe is getting like 5 pitches? Like, that doesn't make any sense. If Gabe was our best guy, Gabe Spire, Pat McAfee lookalike, if anyone were to go 2 innings, it's that motherfucker. Not fucking a guy that's just like brand new to the fucking team. So again, Dan Wilson still hasn't fully figured it out, but he's a hell of a lot better than Scott Service's ass. I'll tell you that right now. We haven't sent guys down this quickly and ever. And our farm is amazing. We got a top farm system in MLB. We got fucking 10 guys there. A couple pitchers, as well as a catcher in Harry Ford, and a lot of guys that can play in the infield or the outfield. I mean, we're once we bring these guys up, Ben Williamson is already our everyday third baseman for the rest of the year. Can you imagine if we start bringing up a few others, right? Rowdy Tellez, see you later. Bring up Tyler Locklear back, right? There's a few other guys that need to be. Donovan Solano, get the fuck out of here. Like, we can get some of these other guys, when they're ready to, we have the right combination of vets and young guys, we're going to cook. I'm telling you. 1-2 pitch to Anthony Santander. Pitch gets out from Cal's grasp right there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cool kid in the building. What's good? Let him know. And we're at 5. We have 95 to go. No one is going to work harder. And I even contemplated doing this stream since WrestleMania is going to be, 3 to 4 hours. And, again, sometimes, you get gassed, you get tired, but no one's going to outwork me. There we go. Nice punch out by Logan Gilbert. Anthony Santander, the stud from the Orioles, goes down. There we go. 1 away. And Uncle Bo, that momentum is starting to be in Seattle's dugout. Let's go. Next up, second baseman in the 4-hole, Andres Jimenez. Let's go, Logan. 8 Ks, baby. 90 pitches for Logan Gilbert here. First pitch, in there for a strike, still throwing strikes, even though he's deep into the order here. Come on, baby, finish strong, Logan. Let's go, baby. You're the best pitcher on the staff by far. It goes you, and then typically George Kirby. After that, probably Brian Wu, and then Bryce Miller and Luis Castillo kind of battling it out for that 4 or 5 spot. Nice little base knock there by Andres Jimenez. But it started off the game with Vlad with a stand-up double, Santander with a double, and Andres Jimenez with a double, all in the first inning. I've never seen Logan Gilbert give up back-to-back 3 doubles in a row, but the simple fact is they only got 1. So you have to think that's a win. On top of, Logan has an opportunity to get 10 Ks before he exits. I mean, he's probably not going to go next inning, but we'll see if he can finish strong. Pitch is low and outside to Springer, who's been absolutely phenomenal, like Jorge Polanco. George Springer, 370 batting average. Crazy. And he fucking struggled last season if you watched any Blue Jay games. Stolen bag attempt, and Cal's throw just slightly late, and he's safe. Yeah, and Kirby, is the equivalent to Greg Maddux. He's not going to give you the top end speed like Castillo or Wu or Gilbert, or even sometimes Bryce Miller. Sometimes it'll be 90 to 95 instead of 95 to 99. But again, it's all about location. And again, he doesn't walk guys either. So, when you can get a guy that has location and is kind of like the Greg Maddux of the current MLB, it's amazing because it's like you're always going to get guys that throw the heat but don't have the location all the time and they get tired. But it's nice to be able to have the guys that do throw the heat, but then also to have a location guy like Maddux. And most guys don't have a Greg Maddux, George Kirby on their roster, and it shows. That's why our roster is so fucking good. Like Gilbert is a combination of, kind of Wu and Miller, and again, he does everything, on a good to great level, right? And then obviously Kirby gives you the location, like top notch, doesn't walk guys. And then the other guys just throw the heat, right? Wu, Miller, Castillo, they just try to blow it past you. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, and we haven't had George Kirby all season, or Brash, who's still recovering from Tommy John, and Kirby with shoulder inflammation in spring training, but they should be ready around my birthday, May 2nd, here in a couple weeks, which is exciting. 3-1 pitch, big swing and a miss from Springer. Count now is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. We need to get the fuck out of this inning. We'll be doing WrestleMania here in about 2 hours, and WrestleMania tomorrow as well, so tomorrow will be the first Mariner game I'm not able to do since I'm going to go visit family for Easter. But again, I'm going to try to do 150 to 155 games out of the 162. We're only going to miss some, based off a holiday, based off WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Daytona 500, Talladega, and maybe the NFL draft. But there won't be too many things that we're going to skip for the Mariners. Popped up, and that fades foul. And that's a strike swinging. Got him. That's what I'm talking about. Sit down. Nice job. 9th K for Logan Gilbert, baby. Let's go. Let's go. It's not how you start. It's how you finish. We went through a good chunk of this game with no hits. It's just a matter of finding ourselves. And we're not striking out left and right like we were in the previous 3 years. This team is built different. We're number 1 in stolen bases. We don't strike out anymore that often. We don't even have Julio fucking playing. Let's go. Next up, catcher Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 1 with a K. Let's make it 0 for 2. And they might be taking Logan out just based on pitch count. I mean, he's already almost at 100. He's at 98. I mean, he can go over, but again, I mean, nothing has really, showed you that, he can't get it done. And if it's me right here, even if it ends up being 2-2 and a tie and Kirk gets an RBI, I stick with my guy. This is the best guy on the staff. And again, if we were going to have, 2 players that eventually turned into Hall of Famers, it's not Julio Rodriguez. It's Logan Gilbert and Cal Raleigh. And again, you want to make sure you give the confidence to your guy, and he hasn't really been that shaky, as far as walks are concerned or, hitting guys. He's only got 2 walks. He's got 9 Ks. Give him a chance to get his 10th fucking K and get the fuck out of this inning. Let's go. Let's go, Logan. I agree with this decision by keeping him in. First pitch is outside, 1-0 count. Come on, Logan. Settle in. Let's get this 10th K. And I believe if he gets this 10th K, it'll be the first time this season that we've got a guy with 10. Back in 2022, it seemed like every guy was getting 10 Ks. Castillo, Miller, Wu, right? Gilbert, Kirby. 1-0 pitch. There we go. Strike swinging. 1 ball and 1 strike. Let's go. I believe in you, Logan. You're the man. Right ends up. Come on, Mariners. Way to battle. Way to fight. Way to grind. Especially since Toronto won 3-1 yesterday. It's our turn. Fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes off that splitter. 1 more strike. Let's go. We got it, baby. Griffey said so. Let's go, baby. Fuck! In play. Son of a bitch. You got it. I still agree with the decision, though. And now the game is tied 2-2. God damn Alejandro Kirk. That was a great hit by him. Because again, the way that our bullpen has been playing, what can you do? And he pulled that fucking baseball all the way to Randy. Son of a bitch. But hey, that's the Toronto Blue Jays for you. You know, they're on a 3-game win streak. They're 8-3 at home. They're 12-8 overall. Brutal. Now we got to pull him. Got to pull him now. He's already over 100. If you couldn't get that guy out, then, you know, we gave you a chance to get that 10th K, and you just couldn't do it. Fucking A. But again, it could have been worse. He could have went yard, and then we could have been down 3-2. So it happens. Baseball. I really wanted Logan to get that 10th K, though. But he's done now, and he's walking now with 9 Ks, a little dejected. And we're going to bring in Colin Snyder, I believe. And hopefully Colin won't fuck this up for us. Tough, man. You know, to be able to walk out to the dugout with 9 Ks and feel like a failure, it stinks, you know. But again, we can still win this game. It's 2-2. It's not like we're fucking down 10-0. Brutal. Fucking A. What a game. Next up, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, left fielder Alan Roden. After him on deck, third baseman Ernie Clement. Happy that we finally had our rally, you know. And again, it'd be nice, you know, if you can actually celebrate actually taking a lead and having it for a couple innings, but sometimes that's not in the Mariners, you know, playbook for that particular game. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Let's go, M's. Not over yet, but it's definitely going to be a grind, and really what's going to decide this game is the bullpen pitching. You know, if the bullpen pitching is good for the Mariners, we're going to win. If it's bad, we're going to lose, point blank. Because there's going to be hits by both teams. You know, but who's going to end up really taking advantage of who sucks in the pen? Roden in the box. Snyder on the mound. Get him, Colin. Smoke his ass. 0-1 pitch. Little dribbler. Pick it up. Flip it. Got him. And he collides into Rowdy Tellez. And he's on the ground after running into big boy Rowdy Tellez. But I mean, Rowdy was there just trying to get the tag. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. Hey, you run into a big boy like that that's built like a fucking O lineman, D lineman, shit happens. All he's doing is just trying to cover the base. And the throw was outside, so he had no choice. It's not like he was trying to body check him. We're not a dirty team. No, we don't unnecessarily talk shit for no reason, like Barrios. I mean, it's like he almost went full speed, not knowing that, you know, you have a player right in front of you. Like, you know, like running into a brick wall. But hopefully he's okay. You know, we don't wish injuries on anyone. M's. What do you want to do photos, Captain? Anything that you want to be able to see? You want Cal, based on him really being the guy that's helping us trying to win this fucking game. You let me know. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 0 with 2 base on balls, Luke Raley. Batting second unless they have someone come in and pinch hit, first baseman Rowdy Tellez. And batting third in the 7-hole, second baseman Demo Dylan Moore. Let's go Mariners. Come on, M's. Tridents up, baby. Let's go. I got to be able to take Paisley on the walk. Hopefully I'll have a little bit of time to do that. And then we have WrestleMania 41 live stream starting at 4 Pacific. So I might get maybe a 30-minute break possibly. But luckily I already made the WrestleMania thumbnail and got everything all situated. So first pitch. And Luke swings. Slow dribbler to first. Toe tap on first. 1 away. Come on, Luke. You got to be a little bit more patient in the box, you know. Stop playing like you're Julio Rodriguez and swinging at everything, especially in the first couple pitches. Next up, first baseman Rowdy Tellez, who needs to get sent down to AAA for Tyler Locklear. Facts. Pitches inside, 1-0 count, which should have been called a strike. You know, I'm not going to say that, you know, certain things are balls and strikes. You know, if we feel like it's legit, you know, we're going to make sure we call it on both ends. Ump hasn't been very, we say it every game, but umps have been very suspect. But this ump has been better than yesterday's ump by quite a bit. 2-0 count. Pitch popped up, and that's 2 away. Now goes Rowdy. Next up, got to be the hero out of these 3, second baseman Dylan Moore. Come on, Dylan. Dylan has been very, very good. Second best hitter on the team besides Polo. And then after that, obviously big dumper Cal Raleigh. And again, hopefully we can have some other guys step up other than those 3. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Smash that like button so we can get to that 20. If you haven't done it already. Demo crushes it foul. 0-1 count. And we're over 20 now. We're at 22. 8 more to go to get to 30. Let's go. And Demo pops up, and that's a wasted inning there for the Mariners. Easy 1-2-3 for Toronto. And let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and we're knotted up at 2. Let's go. Next up for the Blue Jays, 1 for 2 with a K, third baseman Ernie Clement. Batting second in the 9-hole, 0 for 2 with a K, center fielder Miles Straw. And batting third, back at the top of the order, 0 for 2 with a base on ball, Bo Bichette. Let's go Mariners. And let's see if we are still sticking with Snyder or going with someone else. And it looks like Snyder is still going to be the guy. Didn't really have too many guys that he had to go after there. I'm going to use a restroom here real quick. All right, bottom of the 6th. Let's go, baby. And let's take a quick peek at Logan Gilbert's final stat line. 4.2 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 9 Ks, 102 pitches, 68 strikes. His ERA now is 2.63. But gave up that hit for that RBI. So it kind of stinks when you get 9 Ks and you feel like a failure because now the game is tied and it's not 2-1 anymore, but we still have a chance to win, and that's all that we can ask for. After, really Rowdy Tellez being the only one that did anything yesterday and us losing 3-1. So it's just about getting better than what you were yesterday. And it definitely has been a pitching duel. Pitches outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Snyder to Clement. Come on, Colin. Chopper towards third base, foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Snyder to Clement. Come on, Mariners, tridents up. Go M's. Super excited about WrestleMania too, less than 2 hours away. Again, once this game's over, quick maybe 30-minute walk with my pup. And we'll be doing WrestleMania from, I believe, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Or I assume it's going to last that long, or 4 to 7. 7, maybe 7:30. And we'll be doing WrestleMania Day 2 as well tomorrow as well from 4 to 7:30 to 8 as well. I will be watching that Mariner game in the morning, but I will be visiting my family to be able to have some Easter celebrations. Throw to first. Good attempt there, but he is safe. Need a double play now. Nice hit there by Ernie Clement. Next up, center fielder Miles Straw, 0 for 2 with a K, and this would be a great time for a double play for the Mariners. Gonna talk it into existence here. I definitely have to look out for the bunt here, and there it is. First pitch inside, 1-0 count. But they're going to try to move this runner over for sure. See if he tries to go bunt again. I assume he will. And there's another bunt attempt. Throw to first. Got him. Nice sacrifice there as the runner moves to second. 1 away. Next up is shortstop Bo Bichette. 0 for 2 with a base on ball. Let's go. Got to get this dub. I mean, hell, I don't care if we win 3-2. I don't give a shit, how we do it. Just we got to find a way, especially after losing yesterday. First pitch by Snyder with some heat. 0-1 count. Definitely looking forward to main event Jey Uso winning the belt for the first match against Gunther. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins in the main event should be fire. And there'll be a couple matches in between that should be pretty good as well. LA Knight, Jacob Fatu should be fire, as well as Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton. First match will definitely be Jade Cargill and Naomi. I assume that'll be probably number 2. But besides that, everything else should be good. Maybe they'll have Bianca run in and help Naomi win, and that'll start her heel turn. I mean, she's already getting booed. 2 balls and 1 strike from Snyder to Bo Bichette with a 2-2 game with a runner at second. Fuck! And a single by Bo. Clement scores. Now we're down 3-2. Fucking A. Shows you how important the bullpen is, man. If your bullpen's got it, you're going to have a chance. If your bullpen don't got it, then that shit happens. Next up, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Get Snyder's ass out of there. Snyder, boo! Instead of spending all that fucking money, on Donovan Solano and Miles Mastrobuoni, you should have ended up, getting some fucking really good relievers in the pen. Like, people don't realize, how important the pen is, and you can have all these lefties and righties, but, a lot of them on our team, they fucking suck. or they're average, and a lot of the guys that sucked, we finally have sent them down, or they're not ready yet, like Troy Taylor. But it shows you how much we're missing George Kirby as a starter and Matt Brash in the pen. Because Brash is a guy that can hold it down, just like Gabe Spire. And when you don't have one of your studs, it hurts. 0-1 pitch to Vlad. In there for a strike, binding the count now 0-2. And I won't say Logan Snyder sucks. I think that he's like average, but again, it stinks when you end up giving up a big hit, for the team to take the lead. He's average, slightly above average. I wouldn't say he's great. He's not like on the Gabe Spire, swagger or a vibe level, or Andres Munoz, or even a guy like Brash. He's just like one of the fill-in guys. Now, do I like him more than Trent Thornton? Yeah, but do I like him more than Vargas? Yeah, but again, it's like, I need you to play well. I don't want you to fucking come in here and get a strikeout, then give up a fucking RBI and get a strikeout. But I guess that's where we're at. 2 down. Next up, right fielder Anthony Santander. Can't let them get another run. Like I said, if we're going to go back and forth, 2-1, 3-2, and then 3-3, like, we have to make sure it doesn't get anything higher than a run. Because if it gets to be 2 or more, we're not winning this game. We have to keep it close. Overall, he hasn't pitched that much, but I would say, based off the Ks that he's gotten, that's the good part, but again, giving up that RBI, I would say probably B-, like he's done his job, but again, the minus, instead of being a C+, but the minus is, giving up that fucking hit for the RBI. But again, it happens. We could have even had Gabe Spire in the game, and he could have given up the RBI, or any of our guys, right? Could have been Andres Munoz at whatever point in the game, and he could fuck up. So, and this Blue Jay team is incredibly talented at home. They're fucking 8-3, 3-0 on a win streak. Last 3 games, 12-8 record. They're solid. So hard to be able to beat this team in Toronto. Just wish that he was able to prevent that RBI from fucking happening. But he'll get us out of this inning. Pitch is low and at the knees, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're not going to, it won't be 4-2, 5-2, 6-2. He'll get out. But again, that just won that B-, C+. It's just fuck, man. He gave up the hit for the RBI. Popped up, and he got out of the inning. All right, let's go to the top of the 7th, and we got to try to find a way. Julio's got the day off. He's played 20 straight games, and if we're being honest, he hasn't been very good in the box. He's not even batting 200. So you got to give a guy like that a day off at some point. So, all right, next up for the Mariners, 1 for 2 with a run. Third baseman, who's a fucking stud. He'll be our third baseman for the rest of the year, and maybe for quite some time. Ben Williamson. Batting second, 0 for 1 with a run and a base on ball. Shortstop, J.P. Crawford. If Ben gets on with a hit, JP should bunt, and then we'll have runners at first and second, unless he ends up getting hit by a pitch or a walk. And then back at the top of the order, 0 for 2, right fielder Miles Mastrobuoni, and they probably should have had Dylan Moore at the leadoff spot and Miles Mastrobuoni in the 7-hole. Last time we ended up having Demo lead off. What happened? 2 home runs. So that was a mistake by Dan Wilson. Again, he thought that Miles could do it, but he's never done it before. Why not put a guy in the leadoff spot, especially if Julio's not playing, where last time he was there, he had 2 home runs. These little subtle details, by the coaching staff are very important. You either are paying fucking attention or you're not. And again, I'm all about giving a guy a chance, but again, if you're going to give someone the leadoff spot and Julio's got the day off, it shouldn't be fucking Miles Mastrobuoni. It should be Dylan Moore. Wake the fuck up, Dan. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to figure shit out. What was working a couple games ago? Like, did you forget that Dylan had 2 home runs for the leadoff spot? Yeah, we lost the game, but at least he fucking had 2 homers, and he's been our second best hitter besides Polo. Like, Dylan Moore should be playing fucking every day. And every day that he's not playing, a mistake by Dan Wilson and that staff. He's earned it. But again, the Mariners have never been to a World Series, but that doesn't mean that we won't. With this particular team, it would not shock me in the next 15 years if we make a World Series. We might not win it for the first time that we go. We might get smacked by like the Dodgers and lose in 5, but again, it's just about, making history, and again, we went 20 years without making the playoffs and finally making it in 2022. So again, once we bring up the right farm guys, get shitty players off this team like Tellez and Solano and filling in the gaps, we're going to get good. It's just a matter of time. Pitch is low by Budios to Williamson. 1 ball and 1 strike. Let's go, Ben. One pitch. Pitch is inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, baby! Let's go! Back. The best third baseman since Eugenio Suarez. See ya! Let's go! 3-3. We're tied up. And I told y'all, you got to believe me and you got to trust me when I tell you that a player in the farm is good. I told y'all how many guys that we got. Felnin Celestin, Lazaro Montes, Harry Ford, Cole Young, Cole Emerson, Arroyo. Bang! Let's go! And again, it shows you the reason that we brought him up is that he's an everyday third baseman, but it's because of his defensive ability, and he's got a rocket arm to throw guys out from third to first. But on top of that, guess what? He can hit, and apparently he can homer. Let's fucking go! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm fucking talking about. B-dubs! And this guy is going to start being, Mariner fans. You're going to start really enjoying this player. Like, he's going to become a fan favorite. Again, we have our guys, but again, that might have given us the Uncle Mo to now win this game. Let's fucking go. And I always love being able to see new guys come up and being able to show, hey, I deserve to be in the big leagues. Let's go. Much better than having Polo there. And sometimes it shows you when guys get hurt, it ends up being a blessing. Polo got hurt, turned into the DH, right? Bliss got hurt, that gave an opportunity for Leo Rivas and a few others to get a chance, right? And then obviously Victor Robles, irreplaceable. We haven't figured out who we can actually put out there, in right field. Maybe, Dylan Moore, could go out there and fill that spot, on a, permanent basis, even though they like to platoon guys. And Demo can play first. Demo can play second, short, third, left, center, right. The only positions that Demo can't play are probably first and catcher. And we want to make sure we're taking advantage, of our guys that can platoon. But I'll tell you what, Ben Williamson will start to become one of your favorite Mariners. Big facts. He already is one of mine. Let's go. Huge. And we're talking about a guy that just got called up. To be able to come up in the clutch like that, telling you, welcome to the show, and you ain't leaving, baby. You're everyday third baseman moving forward. Rest of the season, period. Way to bring that electricity to help us try to win this game. We're knotted up at 3, baby, and Budios goes down. See you later. Love it. Let's see what Budios, his final stat line was before he ended up getting that home run. Just like Colin Snyder getting smacked, we're right back in it. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 3 Ks, but you give up the big homer to Ben Williamson. Let's go, Mariners. Fuck yeah, baby. And I've been watching the farm very, very closely, for years. So, again, when I bring up these names, in the farm, I'm watching these guys. Not a lot of Mariner fans are watching single A, high A, double A, triple A. I'm going to be the guy that will let you know, if they're ready or if they're not ready. Let's go. Ben Williamson, I think he's proven that he's fucking ready. Defensively, offensively with some singles and doubles, and a huge home run against the Blue Jays here late in the game. Now they got Little, the lefty, here against JP Crawford. Let's go. Come on, JP. I wouldn't mind him dropping a butt down right here. He'd be safe. Takes a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. And again, not going for the bunt may end up being the end of you. This is a great opportunity to drop the bunt. Hey, maybe I should be managing this team over Dan Wilson. 1-1 pitch. Pops that one foul. Now you can't do it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a lot of times when you get into that 0-2 count or you get into a 1-2 count, what happens? Strikeout. Let's go, baby. We're still in this. 1-2 pitch. And that's a strikeout. And Julio Rodriguez coming in. Let's go, baby. Julio coming in for Miles Mastroboni. Let's go, J-Rod. Trident's up. Can you imagine what a better time it would be for Julio to go yard right fucking now? All right, you've been struggling. Your batting average stinks. All right, you're below 200. Let's get that batting average above that. Come on, Julio. Please have patience in the box. But again, if he gets an 0-2 count, it's an out. 90% of the time, if not higher. Let's see what he does here. And you kind of know what he's going to do. First pitch, strike looking, 0-1 count. Second pitch, it'll either be a foul or he'll miss, and it'll be 0-2. Watch. 179 average. I mean, he's got more home runs than he did last year at this point, but that batting average stinks. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 count. My ESP is fucking strong. Believe that. Now, I look at all patterns. I look at all tendencies. I go back to former games. You know, I got that Sheldon Big Bang Theory brain, baby. It's in physics, though. It's baseball. 0-2 pitch, probably a strikeout. 0-2. Sometimes I really wish I was wrong. You know, like I said, it's cool to be able to like predict shit, you know, when it happens. But when you predict shit and it's negative to the team rather than positive, it stinks. You know, it's like, can't this happen for goddamn once? Can't I be wrong for once and have that happen? Motherfucker. And now we have Polo being pinch hit by Garver. Make it make sense. Jesus Christ. Really? Jesus Christ. Come on, Dan, you idiot. They always do the left-handed pitching, so they're going to end up, because they think that Polo can't hit a left-handed pitcher. Get the fuck out of here. Mitch Garver can't hit anyone. And then maybe this will be the time Mitch Garver goes yard and proves us wrong. I mean, this would be a great time to do it. Can you do it, Mitch? Can you do this photo? Make us believe in you. But I really think that whole philosophy about, if we have a left-handed pitcher and if you're a normal lefty, that it's not going to work. If the guy's batting fucking 300 to 400 and then you're going to take him out and bring in a righty because you think a righty is going to be able to hit. But what happens if the righty stinks? He's still not going to get a hit. Wouldn't you rather give yourself a chance with Polo, which is a better hitter, best hitter on the team, a lefty on a lefty? You have no confidence that he can't hit a left-handed pitcher? Fucking stupid. That whole mentality, you know, having to go to a righty and then going to a righty that can't hit, make it make sense. Stupid. Garver fouls it off, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, maybe we can get on with him getting hit by a pitch or a walk, you know, but maybe not even swinging will be the best way to go about this at bat. Like anytime you bring in a guy, like, can you imagine if Julio was actually patient and didn't swing? You know, he could probably get on base with some walks and actually help this team win. I mean, your defense is great, but you're in the box, you stink. You know, this year he's even worse than he was in the last couple. Two pitch. Pitch is inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Don't swing right here, take the walk. I mean, is there a chance that you can pitch it right down the middle and you strike out looking? Of course. But again, it all depends on if you have patience, you know, in the box and confidence or not. And if you're a greedy hitter, are you a me player or are you a team player? Do you have ego like Julio or not? Let's see what happens here. And Garver gets a single. Woo! Here we go. Here we go. And dropped at third. Woo! There we go. There we go. I swear to God, man, Dan Wilson gets bailed out at the most convenient times. You know, having Garver pinch hit for Polo. I think Polo still would have gotten a hit at that at-bat, but we'll fucking take it. You still suck, Garver, but, you know, we'll take that. Nice job. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Wouldn't it be sweet right now for Cal to go tridents up with a torpedo bat and make the game 5-3? You know it would be. Come on, Cal. But Cal doesn't have a torpedo bat from the right side yet. He's getting it custom made, so it's a different type of bat that he uses. A little bit more top heavy, a different type of knob. You know, if you end up following Cal, as well as the social media, he kind of breaks it all down. But the torpedo bat from the left side definitely working. But he can still hit homers from the right, like he did a few days ago. Non-torpedo bat from the right side, but he's going to use a torpedo bat custom made from the left and the right. And if that ends up happening, he might end up hitting 40 homers this season. That would be great because he's good for 30 to 35 every year. Pitches outside. Since 2022, he's number one in home runs. Second place is like 20, 30 homers behind him. So it shows you how good he is as far as a homer hitter as a catcher. He's the best. 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Shouldn't have swung at that. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Little to Cal Raleigh. Come on, Cal. I mean, even an RBI would be great, but again, that would have to end up being like a fucking triple for Cal for Garver to come home from first to all the way for pay dirt. Even if we don't get anything here, at least we tied it up. That's what it's about. Being competitive and matching the energy. Chopper, fuck. Force out at second because Garver slows shit. But at least we tied it up 3-3. Let's go to the bottom of the 7th. We're an hour and 37 minutes away from WrestleMania. I still got to take my pup on an afternoon walk. But I got the thumbnail already made. And we'll be live streaming WrestleMania at 4 p.m. Pacific till 8 p.m. this here in a few minutes. So I'm not going to get really a break, but when you have dreams and goals, you got to grind. And it's WrestleMania, right? But I want to be able to have a victory walk with the Mariners, not a walk in defeat. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Let's see who's up next here for the Blue Jays. Next up for the Blue Jays, 3 for 3 with a run, second baseman Andres Jimenez. Batting second, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks, George Springer. And batting third, 1 for 2 with an RBI and a K. That gave him the 3-2 lead. Initially, catcher Alejandro Kirk. Let's go Mariners. And we better not have Colin Snyder still out there. Let's bring someone else in. Let's see if they will. I just wish Julio would watch film, on how people pitch to him. Give the torpedo bat a chance. What you're doing right now isn't fucking working. And again, using the torpedo bat, being more patient in the box. He could turn himself into a superstar. You're a superstar based off popularity, but in real life, you're not really a superstar. You're not even one of the top 3 guys on the team. You're popular, but again, you have a long ways to go. Especially with that big contract that we gave him. You need to live up to that. Again, not everyone is going to be Ken Griffey Jr. 2.0, and it shows you how good Griffey, Edgar Martinez, Ichiro. Julio's not in that same fucking category. If anyone's close, it's Cal and Logan Gilbert. So it's and those guys still got a long ways to go for consistency to actually make the Hall of Fame or be considered for it down the road. And I still love Julio, but man, he obviously the breakup with his girlfriend last year fucked him up. Maybe not dating anybody would be better. Focusing on baseball and watching film and trying a torpedo bat. There's ways you can get better, but if you're too stubborn to do it with your ego, this is what we're going to get for his career, which is going to be a damn shame. Hopefully he'll change. And we got Legomina coming in, who I actually like. Legomina has been pretty solid for us, and hopefully he'll be able to get him out here. Yeah, it was just Bodios talking shit because he thought Cal was trying to relay signs from second and whatnot. But again, I think maybe us getting into a fight would be good. Remember the last time we fought the Angels? Fuck it, man. You want to fight? Let's fight. Sometimes you need a scrap to be able to get the juices flowing, and then brings the team together. I guarantee if Bertios would have hit Cal, we would have fought. After that skirmish, but he didn't. Lucky for him, he would have got his ass kicked. 2-2 pitch. Chop foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Legumina to Jimenez. Let's go, Legumina. Can't have Jimenez go 4 for 4 here. Chop foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chop foul.
Oh my gosh.
Pitch is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Legumina to Jimenez. Get his ass. I know he can strike him out. And I don't have too much faith with a lot of the guys in the pen, but I do like Legumina. He's stepped up in a lot of situations. Now, could he still fuck up? Of course he could. But a lot better than Thornton or Vargas at this point. And Taylor got sent down. Sauce got sent down. So a lot of the other, pieces. And Bizzardo is better than last year, but not really reliable yet. Got him. Nice job, Legumina. 1 away. Nice job, especially for a hitter that went 3 for 3. Easily could have went 4 for 4 there if it was one of our shitty bullpen guys. Huge. Next up, DHing George Springer. And George Springer has really turned his season around from last year, batting .364. Hopefully we can get him out here. Bottom of the 7th, we're knotted up at 3. It's going to be painful for whoever loses this game. Not so much for Toronto because they won yesterday, but if we lose, it'll definitely be painful. But I still like our chances of coming back and winning this 4-3, or maybe even 5-3, or 5-4, depending on if Toronto gets anything more. But we'll see who we have in the pen in the 8th and the 9th. Hopefully Gabe and Munoz if we have a lead. Pitch is inside. But don't bring Vargas in. Big swing and a miss. 3 balls and 1 strike. This will more than likely lead to a walk. The 3-1 pitch. Pitch is high and out of the zone, and that is a walk. Next up is Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 2 with an RBI and a K. Get his ass out. Now we need a double play to get out of this inning. Little slow dribbler, flip to second, go to first, boom, out of the inning. Got to talk it into existence. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out, 3-3. Runner at first. Legumina on the mound, Alejandro Kirk in the box. Pitch is outside, 1-0 count. Legumina, right down the middle. 1 ball and 1 strike from Legumina to Kirk. Let's go. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 30 likes. We only need a few more. And I think we're at, 5 on the dono train. 95 to go. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike from Legumina to Kirk. Come on, Mariners. Legumina's going to get us out of this inning, baby. The trust level is starting to get higher and higher with this kid. 2-1 pitch. Dribbler. Hey, I say double play. What happened? Double play. Let's go. My ESP is strong, baby. And it's in every sport: baseball, basketball, football, hockey, NASCAR. You know, I'm not the only one in my family that's got it too. Let's go. You know, sometimes you got to be able to call it how you see it in your head. And there you go. We get out of the inning. Double play. Huge. Actually gives us a chance to win this game now. Let's go. Go to the top of the 8th. Let's see who's up next here for the Mariners. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. He can come up big. Left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Try to hit up. Batting second, unless they have a pinch hitter come in. Center fielder for Julio, Luke Raley. Julio came in for Mastroboni and right. And batting third, first baseman Rowdy Tellez, who hit a homer yesterday, but you never know. What guy could be the unsung hero? Tellez should go down, even though he's been getting some hits and homers lately. His batting average still stinks. And again, there's a few guys that definitely need to get sent down. And when you're batting 125, bring up Tyler Locklear again. He's like a Ty France, but a younger version, and he'll be better than what you have there with Rowdy Tellez. Facts. Hopefully that'll be the next move. But you got to think, I've been watching this team for 40 years. I've been doing full games from beginning to end for years. So again, it's all about seeing situations, and and hopefully you call it how you see it. The sports gods, they hear it, and then it happens. Let's go, Randy. I'm not going to be right 100% of the time, but I think I'm going to be right more than anyone else on YouTube. There's a reason why, there's certain shows that watch and steal material here. Uncle Mo and all the different catchphrases and nicknames. There's a reason why Peter Strager watches. Pat McAfee show watches. They all know. They all know who all the YouTubers are. Because a lot of them aren't even creative enough to come up with their own catchphrases and nicknames and things of that nature. So they have to poach on YouTube, find people that are creative and try to steal their content. It happens all the time. And not just my channel, other channels as well that cover sports. Kind of a damn shame. It's like, can't you just do your own creative material? You're on fucking TV, already making millions of dollars, being fake and stealing other people's shit. Like, can't you come up with your own stuff? Some people just don't have the originality or the creativity. We do here. Let's go, Randy. Let's get a walk. Or a little base knock. First pitch is outside, 1-0 count. And Randy's been working the count pretty well. Find a way to get on base, my guy. Let's go, Arozarena. Try to up. 3-3 game in the top of the 8th, 1-0 pitch. Pitch is outside, 2-0 count. And when you got a 2-0 count, you can lead that to a walk, 16, 70% of the time. But it all depends, what you do patience-wise here in the box. We'll see what happens here if we get a couple strikes after these couple balls. 2-0 pitch, right down the middle. Randy was testing him to see if he was actually going to throw it down the middle, and he did. Otherwise, it would have been 3-0 and 100% an automatic walk. But usually the best time to get a strike is after you got one. Let's see if we get another one. 2-1 count, 2-1 pitch. Strike right on the corner, but probably should have been called ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here to Randy Arozarena. Here we go, Randy. We need you here. 3-3 game, top of the 8th. 2-2 count. To Randy Arozarena. Chop towards third. Foul. Thank God. Sailing on the mound. Arozarena in the box. Come on, Randy. Find a way. Dig deep. We need you. 2-2 pitch. Foul back. Sarah in the building. What's good? I was going to ask you, because obviously based off his injury on SmackDown, I figured that they would need a replacement there. So and they have another Lucha Libre. Thank God they signed Ray Phoenix already, right? So that won't be an issue. And Randy, line drive to third. Fuck. 1 out. And we will be doing WrestleMania here on the channel. I still, obviously, once this game ends, I'm going to take Paisley for a walk. I'll have probably 20 minutes to catch my breath, and then boom, we'll do WrestleMania for like 3 to 4 hours. And it's going to be a good show. Jay should win the belt. Main event, Jey Uso in the first match. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins at the end will be amazing. And then you got a couple matches in between, like Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, that should entertain. But the sleeper match might be LA Knight and Jacob Fatu. I think the shittiest match will probably end up being Naomi versus Jade Cargill. Wouldn't surprise me if Bianca runs in to help Naomi win. And Naomi is already, treated a certain way, but Bianca is already getting booed like a heel. Obviously anything that she says, she's already getting booed. They were trying to make it like, oh, it's just the European crowd that's booing her. No, the American crowd is booing her because they like Ripley and they like Io more. That's what it is. Just because you were good with Charlotte a couple years ago doesn't mean that you're still going to be on the same level with the fans now. 0-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Down goes Luke Rayleigh. 2 away. Fucking A. Come on, Luke. Next up, Rowdy Tellez. Yeah, I just think that Naomi Jade is going to be the worst match on the card. If you're looking at the card, all the matches, will there be some cool moves? Yeah, there will be some cool moves and whatnot, and maybe Bianca will run in late. But I just, if we're looking at all of the matches, to me, that one could be the worst. And it still could be a decent match. I'm just saying, out of all the 7 matches, that one could be the worst one, which is kind of a good thing. If that's the worst match and it still ends up being like an 8, then great. But hopefully it ends up not being like a 6 or something like that, or a 5. Hopefully they can put on a match. Jade Cargill is kind of raw still in the ring. Now Naomi can still wrestle, but Jade is still kind of early in her career from AEW, WWE. She still isn't fluid yet. She's strong, but not as smooth in the ring as she could be.
You dream of heaven.
2-2 pitch. Damn it. And there goes Rowdy. He's down. He strikes out swinging. Send him to AAA. Bring up Tyler Locklear, who's a Ty France clone, but younger, and will get better production. Rowdy just ain't it, man. It's like Donovan Solano is ass booty cheeks. Get his ass off the team, too. All right, we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th. We're knotted up at 3. Hopefully we can find a way. Yeah, Captain. That's why, like with ESPN, they love glazing LeBron and only going over like popular teams. If you go over like NHL and the MLB and the NBA and the NFL, the best network that actually covers sports, believe it or not, is the MLB. Like if you go to the MLB and look at like how they actually talk about teams on the network, they don't just talk about the goddamn Dodgers and Yankees, over and over and over. They talk about everyone, and that's how it should be. The NBA, tries to make it about race, and they're stupid with their takes. It's all about just arguing, and it's ridiculous. Obviously the NFL is better than the NBA, and then obviously I don't know how many of y'all watch the NHL network, with some NHL content and whatnot. But usually they try to be a little bit more over everyone. Like if someone breaks a record like OB, of course you're going to talk about it. But, there's a reason why the NBA is dead last and they've been dropping ratings because, again, they don't cover everyone. Again, they should be covering how good the Cavs have done this year. They should be talking more about OKC. It doesn't have to be just about LeBron and Luka, all the time. And again, it's like you got the Celtics, and they're always going to be the Celtics, and you can talk about them, but you want to be able to be well-rounded, and talk about the other teams that are doing well. But of course, they don't know what they're doing. They think that we're still in a world where arguing about bad takes is a thing. Nobody cares anymore. Facts. Go to the bottom of the 8th and see who's up next here for the Blue Jays. Yeah, and that might be one of the mystery opponents against Randy Orton. Rusev and Aleister Black, possibly. I saw that. I'm going to watch it. I saw a little preview for that. There's a lot of good shit that's coming up, pretty soon, right? Andor, Star Wars will be awesome. They got the murder show that's on Netflix. That's going to be awesome. There's quite a few things that are coming out this year, and I'm definitely going to be locked and loaded. And congratulations on being able to go back to work. I told y'all things were going to get better, especially you and Chef, in time. And I'm really happy because, again, not working and being injured can fuck with your mentals. And hopefully I made, some of those days where you were down made it a little bit better. And I'm happy that you're being able to get back to work, make more money, and being able to get your mental health back to where it needs to be. And we will be doing WrestleMania here on the channel. I already made the thumb. I woke up fucking early this morning, like 7 a.m. Took Paisley for a walk, made both the thumbs, in play, rode in, throw to first, one away. But I'm definitely excited for WrestleMania Day 1 and Day 2. And even though Easter is tomorrow, I will be back in time to take Paisley on a walk and be able to have some leftovers and enjoy Day 2 of WrestleMania. Carlos Vargas on the mound. Don't fuck this up. And Ernie Clement in the box after a nice ground out by Ruffin. Let's go, Mariners. Chopper up the middle. Vargas sucks. Get his ass out of there. You stink. I don't trust you at all. Next up, center fielder Miles Straw. All right, you know what you do right here? Same thing. Hit up the middle, double play. Need a double play, baby. But we're going to get a pinch hitter. Barger is coming in. Interesting. I wonder if they'll try to drop a bunt down. All right, Barger is in here for Miles Straw. We'll see what happens here, but hopefully we can get a double play, or at least an out. Come on, Mariners. Come on, Vargas. Popped up. Oh, it's an out. There we go. 2 away. Goodbye. Good shit. And now we're back at the top of the order. A dangerous hitter, shortstop Bo Bichette. 1 for 3 RBI base on ball. I mean, he ain't no Vlad, and he ain't no George Springer this season, but never can take for granted Bo Bichette. Yeah, that'll be a good way to open the show. Hopefully Io retains or Ripley wins. But I would have Io retaining would be a great WrestleMania moment for her, or Ripley winning would be great, in my opinion. And Jay winning, obviously, and the crowd yeeting will lead you into possibly like a Jade Cargill-Naomi match that may be the worst today, and that can ease into that match, because typically the second match of the night is the worst. First match is usually top 2, and then the main event is usually the best. So, but overall, hopefully, Jade will surprise in the ring. And hopefully that will be better than advertised. Two-0 pitch. In there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike from Vargas to Bichette. Let's go. Gotta win this. A long day today. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. You haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. I don't know what we're at likes wise, Captain. You can let me know. And we're at 95 to go on the dono train. And every dollar counts. I got to take Paisley to the groomer probably sometime next week to get her body washed and her nail trimmed and dremeled and dog food, and just those 2 things alone will be over 100. So anything that can be done will be much appreciated. Got him at second. What a throw. Wow. Cal Raleigh. Don't you dare run on that. Woo! Cal. There we go. Bails Vargas out. And we're going to the top of the 9th. Blue Jays are not challenging. All right, here we go. Last chance here for the Mariners, at least in the ninth. Next up for the Mariners in the 7-hole, 0 for 3, Dylan Moore. Batting second, one of the favorite Mariner players that has come up into our organization as of late. 2 for 3 with 2 runs and a homer, Ben Williamson. That's my dude. And batting third, 0 for 3 with a run, base on ball and K, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Let's go Mariners. My dude right here, baby. And the scary thing is we got another 9 or 10 guys that are like Ben. We're stacked, baby. We got 9 guys in the top 100. Colt Emerson, Cole Young, Johnny Formello, Michael Arroyo, Ryan Sloan, Feldman Celestin, Harry Ford, Lazaro Montes, and Durangelo. And I'm telling you, once Durangelo comes up, that could be the time where we like really go fucking crazy and take off. There's no baseball pitcher in MLB that can pitch from the left and the right and be good from both sides. And it's going to be a game changer, and they're going to have him develop into a starter, not a pen guy. So if that means that Castillo down the road ends up getting replaced by Durangelo, watch out. We're going to be very good. But that might not be for a couple years. But he's looking so far so good in the farm. Let's go Mariners. Which triple threat are we talking about? Are we talking about triple threat at the end of the night tonight with CM Punk, Roman, and Seth? Or are we talking about the women's triple threat? I mean, if for the women's, I would go probably EO 1 retaining and then Ripley 2. I love Ripley, but, they never give wrestlers like EO really a chance. It's kind of like a Daniel Bryan moment type of thing, being undersized. Obviously, her being Asian as well. Hopefully, Asuka will have her moment before she retires also. And then obviously for the men's, if CM Punk wins, so be it, like Roman Spears Seth. But obviously, I'm a Seth guy, but hopefully Paul Heyman joins Seth Rollins, and those two pair up with The Rock and John Cena, and those will be the big 4. We'll find out. I would assume, if we're going in pecking order on, who's going to win, I would have probably assumed CM Punk, then Roman, and then Seth would be last. But Seth deserves to have his moment at some point or another. But if he ends up getting Paul Heyman, he will have his moment. Even if CM Punk wins the match, but then we get The Rock coming in with Heyman and Travis Scott, Cena, little NWO action popped up into center field. 1 away. Down goes Demo. Next up, third baseman, B-Dubs, Ben Williamson. Come on, Ben. Help us win this game. Let's go, B-Dubs. I mean, obviously, if I thought, Seth had a chance to win, legitimately, that would be my, how I feel about you. You and me both love Seth. He's my favorite in WWE, and he's always been my favorite, and he always will be my favorite. And, he's the macho man of this generation. And sometimes he gets overshadowed by someone else. But everyone that's a wrestling fan truly knows that he's amazing on the mic and in the ring, and that'll never change. Green on the mound, Williamson in the box. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Green to Williamson. Let's go.
You dream of heaven.
And Williamson grounds out to the pitcher, 2 away. Okay, B-Dubs, you already got a home run. Can't expect too much out of a guy that we just brought up a week ago. All right, last opportunity here, at least in this particular inning, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Come on, J.P. If J.P. could get on, with a walk, hit by pitch, something of that nature, and I got Munoz in the pen, and Julio would be up next. And even though Julio has been struggling, to give him an opportunity to be a hero. J.P. crushes it foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Green to JP. Come on, Crawford. Yeah, it's crazy how they turn on certain wrestlers so quick, you know, but again, it all depends on, you know, who the new men and women on the come up are. And, you know, Bianca probably is a little butthurt, you know, that they're booing her, you know, but her mic skills are terrible. And again, she had her moment already in the past. No one cares anymore. You know, people would rather root for the underdog like Io or the best woman wrestler in Rhea Ripley. So, you know, it's like people don't give a fuck about Bianca and Charlotte anymore. You know, like Liv and all the others, you know, are getting the shine. It's like, you know, people need to, you know, get shine. It doesn't have to be the same fucking 1 or 2 people forever. And that'll be a natural way for, you know, Bianca to go heel. They're already booing her, might as well. And Seth going full heel would be perfect too. It's about time. Paul Heyman and him go heel together, baby. Pitches inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Green to Crawford. Come on, JP. There we go. JP with a single, baby. Run, 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 run. Wow. That could have ended up turning into, you know, maybe not a double there. Good thing he didn't go past the bag and tried to round second. There we go, JP. Here we go. Next up, a guy that you might know, 0 for 1 with a K. He had the day off, but they need someone to hit. Julio Rodriguez. And for all of the shitty box play that you've had in 2025, this could be an at-bat that you could redeem yourself. Not necessarily even with a home run to make it 5-3, which would be the best case scenario, Trident's up, but just getting on base and moving JP over. You know, it would be amazing if Julio could get like a triple here and we could take a 4-3 lead, or him hitting a home run and making it 5-3. But at this point, we don't want to be greedy. We just want him to be safe, get on base. But if you really want a, you know, a moment for some heroics, you know, this could be the moment. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. Slider outside, 2-0 count. Oh, God, this could be a walk if Julio just had some goddamn patience. It's not about me, it's team. Don't let your ego get into this game, baby. Come on. Two-0 pitch. Pitch is high, strike looking in the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike from Green to Rodriguez. Two-1 pitch. Strike swinging. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Julio. Hope this game doesn't go too long, though. I want the Mariners to win, but fuck, I need to take Paisley for a walk. And WrestleMania starts in fucking an hour. Like, I'm literally going to have no fucking break. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. I know, Paisley. I'll get you some food in a second for lunch. And that's in play. And there's a single by Julio. There we go. Nice job, J-Rod. I got to get my dog some food. Give me 1 sec. Back. Oh, fuck. Mitch Garver in the box. Could Mitch Garver be the hero that no one expects? One ball and 2 strikes from Green to Garver. Come on, Mitch. And Garb goes down. Damn it. I gotta go get Paisley some fresh water as well for her lunch. Man, this game needs to fucking end, man. I'm not gonna have any time to be able to spend with Paisley. This is gonna be really cutting it close. All right, we're going to the bottom of the ninth. All right, bottom of the ninth. We're knotted up at 3. Let's see who's up for the Blue Jays. Next up for the Blue Jays, 1 for 3 with an RBI and a base on ball, Bo Bichette. Batting second, 1 for 3 with a run, base on ball, and 2 Ks, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And batting third, right fielder, 1 for 4, RBI and a K, Anthony Santander. And I assume they're going to bring in Munoz. But we'll see. Man, this is only stream 1 of 2, and I'm already gassed. And then we got 3 or 4 hours of WrestleMania in this game. That way I can take my pup on a walk. I usually try to go for about 30 to 45 minutes, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. At least I got the thumbnail already made for WrestleMania, so good thing. This game is definitely going long. They still got Vargas out there. Fuck, we might lose this game now. First pitch for Vargas, in there for a strike. Inside, 0-1 count. Right on the line as well. In play for a single. And this might be the reason why we lose right here. Like, why would you have Vargas in the game when you have Munoz? I know you typically like to have Munoz when you have a lead, but there's no reason for Vargas to be playing right now. And, you know, I don't want the game to hurt, just, you know, really quickly end and then the Mariners lose. Next up, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. But we might have just lost the game now with that bad decision. And Vlad with a single. Jesus Christ, we lost. Now we got runners at first and second with no outs. And it shows you how important decision-making is. And Dan Wilson obviously is sometimes stupid. You know, not as dumb as Scott Service, but, you know, you should have been smart enough to realize that you don't go with a fucking young kid like that, idiot. Could have went Gabe Spire. Could have went Andres Munoz, you fucking dummy. Next up is Anthony Santander after giving up a single to Bo and a single to Vlad. And he still hasn't pulled him. I mean, if we want to try to get to 88 to 90 wins, you know, you have to manage. Do your job. Strike looking, 0-1 count. Next pitch to Santander. 0-1 pitch. A cutter. Strike looking behind the count now, 0-2. We got Castillo on the mound tomorrow. Don't know how that's going to pan out. And that's early at like 10:30 in the morning, Pacific time. It'll be Easter, obviously, tomorrow. I'm definitely excited about the food. My second favorite holiday for food after Thanksgiving. I'll definitely have a lot of leftover. Looking forward to that. And looking forward to WrestleMania Day 1 and Day 2. In playing. And Santander lined out to left, 1 away. Next up, 3 for 4, second baseman Andres Jimenez. Bottom of the ninth with 1 out, runners at first and second. Yeah, well, again, Dan Wilson's an idiot for keeping Vargas in the game. Like, you know, Gabe ends up being awesome, pitches like 5 pitches, and you don't let him go back, you know, in previous games. And then Vargas is kind of shaky, and you let him go like 2-3 innings. Like, make it make sense. Stupid. And I know we don't have so many guys in the pen. We've set guys down like Sauce and Troy Taylor when they're not ready, but, you know, I would have rather went Bizardo here than 2 innings of fucking Vargas, or bring in Andres Munoz. He was already warming up. Who cares if he gets the save or not? And who cares if, you know, we're not ahead? You know, we're just trying to fucking win. 1-1 count from Vargas to Jimenez. Bottom of the ninth, 3-3, Mariners and Blue Jays. It's going to take a miracle now for us to win this game, period. Two balls and 1 strike from Vargas to Jimenez. I mean, really the only player that, I mean, there's a couple players that are frustrated, you know, Donovan Solano, Julio, Rowdy, you know, but decision-making by Dan Wilson has been right up there, you know, especially the decision in the pen, you know, and that's really what separates a good manager from an average one. In play, and popped out. Jimenez, 2 away. And next up, DHing George Springer, who's been fantastic this year with a 364 average, kind of like you know, a Jorge Polanco for the Mariners. He's 0 for 3 today, but wouldn't surprise me if he wins the game for the Blue Jays like he did yesterday. I mean, how often is Springer going to go 0 for 4? Probably not likely. It's like Jose Altuve when we play the Astros. You might be able to knock him down early, but at some point, if a player is hot, they're going to find a way. And I don't know why Vargas is still fucking in the game. It's like Dan Wilson just gave up. Really? After we tied it up 3-3, you fucking idiot? Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. First pitch, strike swinging inside. Tried to jam him. 0-1 count. Bottom of the ninth, 3-3. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Vargas on the mound. He stinks Springer in the box. Come on, M's. And a lot of times with these questionable decisions by Dan Wilson, we've been able to bail him out. Chopper. Oh, we got him. We got him. And we get out of the inning. Holy hell. All right, we're going to the 10. We got out of it. Still don't agree with the Vargas decision, but still. It's like every time we end up getting ourselves in a position to lose, you know, Dan Wilson's got to be like the luckiest fucking manager of all time. All right, let's see who's up for the Mariners, and hopefully we have some good individuals up to help us fucking win this. Next up for the Mariners, in the 3-hole, big jumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting second, left fielder, Randy Arozarena. And batting third, unless they have someone pinch hit, Luke Raley. Go Mariners.
You dream
go. We need a way. Gotta find a way. Griffey said so. Let's go. I thought I was actually going to get some time to rest. Apparently not. Let's go, baby. You are a fan of wrestling, we will be live just in less than an hour for WrestleMania. Let's go, baby. Little sneak peek at the thumb. Had to go with CM Punk in the middle with Roman and Seth. They're just walking guys, huh? So Ghost Runner at second. They walked Cal. And now Randy Arozarena is now up. Randy ain't even ready yet. He doesn't even have his elbow guard on. I don't think they were anticipating them automatically walking Cal. This would be awesome if Randy just goes fucking yard and makes it 6-3. I mean, I'll even take an RBI to make it 4-3. Let's go Mariners. Garver at second as the Ghost Runner. Cal at first with the intentional walk. And now we have Randy Arozarena in the box. Right hands up. First pitch is outside with the slider. 1-0 count. Top of the 10th, 3-3. Runners at first and second with no outs. Pitch. Pitch is inside. Almost hit him. Randy said he got hit. That's Randy was trying to pull a fast one there. 1-1 count. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is low at the knees with a sinker. 2 balls and 1 strike. From Rodriguez to Arozarena. Big swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second in the top of the 10th, 3-3. Pitch is outside. Inside. Sinker. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Let's go, Randy. Find a way. And strike looking for strike 3. Fuck. Damn it, Randy. 1 away. Next up, center fielder Luke Rayleigh. Come on, Luke. What are we at on the likes right now? Have we hit 30 yet? Now Leo Ribas is going to run to Garver, which makes sense. Should have done that already earlier. First pitch from Rodriguez to Rayleigh. Strike swinging, 0-1 count. Top of the 10th, runners at first and second with 1 out. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is low and at the knees with a sinker. 1 ball and 1 strike from Rodriguez to Rayleigh. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get there. And we're at 5:95 to go. Support your boy. Pitch is low and inside at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike from Rodriguez to Rayleigh. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Tied up at 3. Come on, baby. Fouled that one off on that slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Rodriguez to Rayleigh. Top of the 10th, 3-3. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Come on, Mariners. Pitch is high and outside. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Rodriguez to Rayleigh. Come on, Mariners. It was a brilliant decision on automatically walking Cal, though, to kind of get into the weaker end of the lineup. And that's a walk. There we go. Bases loaded. This better not be Donovan Solano, or I'm going to fucking go crazy. I better not see Donovan come up pinch hitting. Still got Rowdy Tellez out there. Bases loaded with 1 out. I mean, this is the best position that we've been in, but we'll see if he can do anything. First pitch fouled off, 0-1 count. Top of the 10th, bases loaded, 1 out, 3-3. It would be really sweet if Rowdy goes grand salami. Get the mustard and rye bread, baby. But, you know, he has been hitting homers as of late, but I mean, the guy's barely over 100 batting average-wise, but I guess it's better than what he was at the beginning of the year. But he made the team having a good spring training, but he's been pretty shitty. You know, until as of last maybe week and a half, 2 weeks, he's gotten slightly better, but still kind of bad. This would be a great way to be able to be a hero here, Rowdy. You hit a homer yesterday, and we didn't really get a whole lot of production, but don't expect anything here. 0-1 pitch, dribbler, double play. Fuck! And that's Mariner baseball sometimes for you. You know, you got a hitter that shouldn't be hitting, whether it was him or Solano. Bases loaded, 1 out, doesn't matter. Boom, hit it right into a double play. Right when we got our double plays, eventually they were going to get theirs, and there it is. Fuck. That's why you need better players. If that was Tyler Locklear, maybe that doesn't happen. Brutal. I need a break, damn it. I need to go take my dog on a walk. Especially if I'm going to be sitting in this chair for another 3 to 4 hours for WrestleMania. Show some love and support. Your boy is a grinder. Next up for the Blue Jays, 1 for 3 with an RBI and a K. Catcher Alejandro Kirk. Batting second, left fielder Alan Roden. And batting third baseman Ernie Clement, unless they end up having pinch hitters come in for those guys. Oh, fuck, man. I haven't had any lunch. I haven't got a chance to take my dog on a walk. Sitting here, fucking this game is 3 hours and 15 minutes. Should be a 2 hour and 30-minute game. Where have you been, Mariner Moose? All right, Bizzardo is in now. First pitch to Alejandro Kirk, way fucking outside, 1-0 count. Pitch in the zone. Strike looking with that slider. 1 ball and 1 strike from Bizzardo to Kirk. Fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Bizzardo to Kirk. Edward Bizzardo. Pitch is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Edward Bizzardo to Alejandro Kirk. Come on, Mariners. I want a victory walk, motherfucker. I don't want a walk of defeat or a walk of shame here. Pitch is way outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count now is full. Slider right down the middle, fouled off. Count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ghost runner at second. Come on, Mariners. Oh, bottom of the 10th, 3-3, Mariners and Blue Jays. Ghost runner at second. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Reflect in the building, what's good? Chopper. Throw to first. And runner advances to third. 1 away. Next up for the Blue Jays, left fielder Alan Roden. 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. Edward Bizzardo on the mound. Let's go, baby. We got to dig out this one deep. And then as soon as this is over, I got to take Paisley on a walk. Hopefully I get a chance to do that. And then we're doing WrestleMania from 4 to 8 p.m. Can't stop, won't stop. First pitch to Roden, fouled off with the slider, 0-1 count. Bottom of the 10th, we're knotted up at 3. Runner at third. 1 out. Edward Bizzardo on the mound. Alan Roden in the box. Pitch is low at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike from Bizzardo to Roden. Come on, Mariners. Oh, 1 pitch. 1-1 pitch. Come on, man. 1-1 count. Come on, baby. Yeah, this would be great if we could do that. I don't know why they have so much faith, in some of their guys. In play and popped out. 2 away. We got lucky there. Next up, third baseman Ernie Clement. Ernie's 3 for 4 with a run and a K. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Pitch is low and away. 1-0 count. Another slider, low and away. 2-0 count. Come on, Bizzardo. Lock in. Right on the corner, too, but these umps are never giving the Mariners any calls. Yesterday's ump, everything that was, right on the line, Blue Jays got every call. Mariners got 50-50, half of those. And then today it's been a little bit better, probably a different ump, but still a lot of missed calls. Not as many as yesterday, but definitely a little favoritism towards the home team. And there we go, flied out right, and that's the end of the 10th inning. When is this game going to end? I need to eat lunch. I need to take Paisley on a walk. I got another stream to do in fucking 30 minutes. No rest. Let's go to the top of the 11th. Next up, 0 for 4, which is a rare thing to say for Dylan Moore. The hero of the game so far, 2 for 4 with 2 runs, RBI, and a homer, Ben Williamson, everyday third baseman for the rest of the year. And batting third, 1 for 3 with a run, base on ball, and a K, J.P. Crawford. Let's go Mariners. Ready to get out of the inning, Edward. Reflect with the 3-er. Appreciate you. Every dollar counts. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. Little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. We're at 8:92 to go. $9K day for Logan Gilbert, but giving up that last hit, to tie it up was kind of brutal. Walk of shame, so to speak, but had a good outing besides that first inning where he gave up back-to-back doubles in the first inning. I don't think I've ever seen Logan do that in his career, but the magic number is 4 runs, 7 to 10 hits, and when we score 1 to 3, we typically don't win, so something's got to give. And again, we have 7 hits right on the nose. Blue Jays have 12, and we're knotted up at 3. Something's got to give. Go Demo. First pitch is low and inside with the sinker. 1-0 count. Any photos that you want, let me know. I was really hoping this game was going to be over like an hour ago so I could actually rest. But bunted foul. 1 ball and 1 strike from Rodriguez to Demo. God, why is Rowdy at second? Jesus. Pitches outside. 2 balls and 1 strike from Rodriguez to Demo. Back-to-back bunt attempts. I don't even think Tellez, even if we bunted, if we would be able to get him to third. He's too slow. Strike looking, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now Tellez back to second safe. Like having literally the worst guy on the bags right now on the team. And Demo strikes out. Shit. Not a good at-bat based off your bunting skill set. You would have been better off swinging. Next up, third baseman Ben Williamson, especially with a guy like Rowdy on the bags. You have to have some kind of intelligence here. I feel like Dan Wilson, every time he makes a blunder move in the pen, he gets bailed out. We'll see if that happens today. Let's go, Big Ben. Takes a strike looking in the zone, 0-1 count. Slider in the zone, fouled off. Behind now in the count, 0-2 for Big Ben. Let's go, Williamson. Love you. Rocket arm from third, and he can hit. And showed today he can hit from power as well. 278 average, 1 homer, 2 ribbies. 2 for 4 today with a double and a solo home run. Absolute stud. Pitch outside, fouled off. Count remaining 0-2. Come on, Ben. Pitch is high and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Rodriguez to Williamson. Top of the 11th, 3-3, runner at second, Rowdy Tellez, Rodriguez on the mound, Williamson in the box. Team's got a fucking end, man. I got a WrestleMania stream in like 33 minutes. In play. Slide out. 2 away. Next up, shortstop J.P. Crawford. What do you mean?
Oh my gosh.
First pitch fouled off by J.P. Crawford, 0-1 count. Top of the 11th, 2 outs, runner at second, 3-3 Mariners and Blue Jays. .217 average, no homers, 4 ribbies. JP is overdue, but don't expect it here. And JP grounds out. Let's see. End of the top of the 11th. Let's go to the bottom of the 11th for the Blue Jays. Next up, 0 for 1, right fielder Addison Barger. Back at the top of the order, 2 for 4 with an RBI and a base on ball, shortstop Bo Bichette. And batting third, 2 for 4 with a run, base on ball, 2 Ks, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And I'm already fucking gassed and tired, and I got another 3-4 hour stream. Holy hell. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help me out. Nathan Lucas coming in, huh? Now we got Munoz finally out there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's based off the batting order. First pitch is low and out of the zone, 1-0 count. And a sacrifice in play and moves the runner over. Good play by Lucas there. Next up is Bo Bichette. Runner at third with 1 out. Bichette in the box. Andres Munoz on the mound. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Foul ball. Behind in the count now, 0-2 for Munoz to Bichette. Pitches outside for a slider. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Munoz to Bichette. Runner at third with 1 out. Got him. I still need time to prep to be able to do the next stream here. I mean, I want the Mariners to win, but come on, man. Next up, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy's intentionally walked. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. And next up is right fielder Anthony Santander, the former Oriole. 1 for 5 RBI and K. Come on, Mariners. I mean, I'm already fucking tired as it is, and I got another 4-hour stream after this with no break in between. Come on. Career 1 for 3 against Munoz for Santander. And Santander grounded out to second. That's the end of the 11th. This game needs to fucking end. Jesus. Of course this game ends up going this fucking long when I got another long stream to do. Oh, man. John with a 5-er. Yeah, I can't wait for WrestleMania as well. Day 1 and day 2 are going to be very, very good. Luckily, I was smart and I made the thumbnail in advance. I figured that this game would go 2 hours and 30 minutes, not 3 hours and 37 minutes and it's still not over. And I still have to prep, with some of the tags and everything. So hopefully this game will end so that way I can start exactly when WrestleMania starts. And hopefully the Mariners can find the dub. I appreciate you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks with a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. $5 holla. Let me know what you want to do for a photo if you got one. And I got you. Or if you want to save that photo until the next stream, which will be in a couple minutes. I'm a little disappointed I'm not able to take my pup on a walk. I usually like to keep that routine going, but appreciate the support. Just was hoping that I was going to have at least an hour break in between, not literally sit in the chair for fucking 8 hours straight. So, any kind of likes, subs, views, donos, shares would be much appreciated. Not easy being a full-time streamer. Next up in the box is Julio Rodriguez. First pitch is outside, 1-0 count. One-0 pitch, fouled off with the cutter. 1 ball and 1 strike to Julio Rodriguez. Come on, Mariners. Why are you doing this to me when I got to do a WrestleMania stream? Ridiculous. Outside with the cutter. 2 balls and 1 strike from Barnes to Julio. Maybe I shouldn't have done this game. Did 1 stream today, but I like the push. Barnes on the mound, Julio in the box. Popped up. And flied out. Crawford tagging up. And sliding into third safely. Next up is Leo Rivas. One ball and 1 strike to Rivas. Come on, Leo. Pitch was outside with that cutter. Takes a strike looking with that second pitch. 1-1 pitch. Strike looking again. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Barnes to Rivas. Yeah, and luckily I made the thumbnail already, but this game needs to fucking end so I can start getting ready for WrestleMania. Pitch is outside and low. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Barnes to Rivas. Come on, Leo. Pitch is high and outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count now is full. With a runner at third, J.P. Crawford, top of the 12th, 3-3 Mariners and Blue Jays. Come on, Leo. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Barnes to Rivas. Come on, baby. You've got to give. And that's a walk. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 2 walks. Come on, Cal. End this shit. Yeah, great eyes by Leo. game is going to drive me mad. Like, what are we doing here? Are we going to go like 16 fucking innings? I mean, at some point, I just have to end the stream because I got to get ready for the next one. But hopefully, I want to be able to finish it while I figure out who actually won and lost. But I mean, we're really cutting it close now. 18 minutes to go before the next stream, and I'm going to need at least 5 minutes. You know, doesn't even really give me a chance to even take a fucking break. But come on, Mariners, find a way. First pitch is way outside with the cutter. 1-0 count. Now, I'm going to stick it out as long as I possibly can, but this is getting a little ridiculous. Pitch is outside, 2-0 count. I mean, and normally I'm not going to have a stream that's going to be like fucking 4 hours after, or 3 to 4 hours, but I wanted to be able to push, and Logan was on the bump, so I wanted to do it, and these sports gods are trying to make me pay the price. Pitch is outside, 3-0 count. Are they just going to intentionally walk them? Is that what we're doing here? And that's it. Ball 4. Just walked them. Like, why couldn't have this been a regular game that lasted 2 hours and 30 minutes? Like, really? I mean, we're really pushing these 4 hours in a baseball stream and 4 hours in wrestling? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Jesus. Bases loaded with 1 out. Hopefully we find a way to win this. Next up, left fielder Randy Arozarena. No one can question my fucking dedication to this channel. Ever. Grand Salami would be great. In play. There we go. Randy single to right. Crawford scored. Raleigh to second. Rivas to third. Thank God. Fuck. I mean, it's not over yet, but at least we have the lead. There we go. There we go. Next up is Luke Raley. Randy is him. Wish Julio could do a little bit more of that. Luke Raley with a 1-1 count. First strike looking, then a ball outside of the zone. I mean, if we can add on a couple more, it would be great. Come on, Luke. Strike swinging. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Barnes to Raley. Low and outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Bases loaded, 4-3 Mariners lead. See if we can add on a little bit more insurance. Come on, Mariners. I mean, it's a must-win game for us since we got Castillo on the mound tomorrow at like 10:30 on Easter. We'll see how that goes. But he has been pitching better this year than maybe last year. Way outside with the cutter. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if they can make another mistake, and we can add on a little bit more. If he just takes the walk, it'll be 5-3. And if you are a wrestling fan, WrestleMania stream will be on here in very shortly. It'll take me about 5 minutes to kind of set everything up since I already made the thumb. Thank God I did. WrestleMania 41 is going to be amazing. Leading off with Gunther versus main event Jey Uso. In play. Fielder's choice. Wow, what happened there? Wow, that was crazy. 2 away. runner out the plate there. Next up is Rowdy Tellez. To send him down and bring up Tyler Loeffler. First pitch to Tellez outside. 1-0 count. Pitch is outside. 2-0 count. Keep going with these walks, baby. Rowdy doesn't even need to swing. We can just get a freebie here. Fouled that one off. 2 balls and 1 strike from Barnes to Rowdy Tellez. Top of the 12th, bases loaded, 4-3 Mariners with 2 outs. Come on, Mariners. Fouled that one off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Judah in the building. What's good? I'm gassed, bro. I don't even know how the hell I'm going to do this 4-hour WrestleMania stream with no rest. And then I'm doing that tomorrow also.
Oh my God.
Pitch is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count now is full. And we're getting pretty close where I'm going to have to end the stream because I have to get ready for the next one. So I'm doing a WrestleMania stream here. It starts at 4, and I'm going to need a few minutes to be able to get situated. So looks like the Mariners might be able to win this, but it's not over yet. Four-seam fastball fouled off. Count now still remain full. 3 balls and 2 strikes with bases loaded. Yeah, it's brutal, dude. Like, you gotta be kidding me. They just want the sports gods and the wrestling gods just want me to fucking sit here for 8 hours straight with no rest. Thanks, sports gods. Appreciate that. Ridiculous. The longest game of the fucking year when I got WrestleMania. Appreciate it. And it's not just extra innings. I mean, we're in the fucking 12th. There we go. And play. See ya! Finally! Wow! Get the rye bread and the mustard. It's time. Grand salami time, baby! We won. There we go. We just won the game, baby. Well, they still have to come up, but they're not going to be able to match that. There we go. There we go. And just enough time for me to be able to get ready for the next stream. Let's go. $20 dono. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks with a little cactus jab. Rowdy Tellez hit a homer yesterday, right? And there it is. That is game. Let's go. Huge. All right, so we are getting to the point now where I am going to have to end the stream. 8-3, the chances of them coming back is literally probably 0. So I'll keep tabs with the game, obviously, once we go into the next one for WrestleMania. But again, I'll get you some more photos, reflect. Obviously, if you aren't a part of the wrestling stream, I can get it to you next time I see you. I think you understand the circumstances that are involved here, but love you guys and I appreciate you guys. Hey, buenos dias, buenos noches, buenos tardes, vamos maneros. Let's go. 8-3 Mariners with the grand slam, and huge. And again, I literally have 9 minutes left here to get ready for the second stream with absolutely no rest when we're going to be doing a 3-hour to 4-hour stream for WrestleMania. Let's go. Trident's up. Appreciate every single one of y'all that hung with us, and love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. And thank you so much for your support. I promise I'll get you photos next time around, whether you're here for WrestleMania today or tomorrow or on the next Mariner stream. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very much. And one thing I have to say is never, ever count out the Mariner. And I got one question for you. Well, you know, talk sports like us. The boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. I'm prepping for WrestleMania. So if you're a fan, I'll be live here in just a couple minutes. 8-3, top of the 12th. There's still a chance for the Blue Jays, but I think we got it. I love you, and I appreciate you. And I am out for a few minutes, and I'll be back for WrestleMania. Gang. Go M's! Try this up! Rowdy Telez, you're a god!